Hello, everybody, and welcome to session 19 of Dungeons and Mad Mage. It's been a little bit. We're in a weird mood tonight. Zach has a standing desk now, so he's livelier. I don't.
It's called being healthy. Well, trying.
Good on you, man. I would actually love a standing. Everyone else is their normal, useless selves.
Correct.
You're not wearing pants. Hear me?
There we go. I was waiting for the counter.
I think I have shifted my mic since the last time I played this one.
Oh, have you? That's why you're a little quiet. Here, a momento.
That would explain it.
Let me bump you just a tad.
I thought we fixed it, but then I realized I think I shifted it after the last time I played this.
You should be a little better now.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
So, welcome back to Dungeon of the Mad Mage, guys. Guess what? I wrote a synopsis 2 weeks ago. I don't remember what happened 2 weeks ago. Let's find out together.
All you need to know is Ezra is going to be immediately closing this door.
Okay, gotcha.
That's all you need to know.
I honestly don't even remember what happened last time.
remember
This is
what
not
happened.
so
I
good.
remember.
So,
Oh, right, giant floaty
A
head
whole
thing.
lot of not happening.
Right.
An electric
The
shocky
floor
ground.
might be fine. We don't even know.
Yo, we
Ezra's
know.
immediately going, nope, 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 nope.
nope. All right, let's do a recap.
Sorry.
Previously on Dungeon of the Mad Mage, the party, venturing back into the dungeon, found the carnage they left behind littered with scavengers, some of which were rather territorial. After putting down a brood of carrion crawlers, the party headed down to the second level of the dungeon in search of Halaster Blackcloak. Their search took them back to the goblin market of Yek the Tall. There they found that the slave auction stage had received another temporary function, that of a gallows. Glom, the excitable goblin thief, had been hanged. Later, the party found Pibbles and Groin waiting for them in the market proper. Bones arranged with them a plan to test their new partnership, and then curried favor with Yek the Tall in order to secure safe harbor and passage for his newfound trade partners. Afterwards, the party headed back from the market towards the southwest of the entrance to the arcane chambers. There they found Halaster Blackcloak, sitting with his head clutched in his hands like a madman. When they spoke to him, he greeted them calmly as allies, but there was a raw edge to his voice, and his eyes showed exhaustion. He told them of his newfound connection to the power holding him, that he could feel the presence of those against whom he sought vengeance. At his behest, the party moved eastwards towards these presences. In their travels, they found old arcane labs, alchemy chambers, even a kitchen. But more strangely, they found a place filled with small mechanisms, parchment, the smell left behind after lightning strikes. Throughout, they found pieces of some diary, the lost thoughts of one of Halaster's many apprentices. Soon after, they found a room filled with barrels, odd copper-plated door. But before they could inspect the door, ghouls burst forth from the barrels like jack-in-the-boxes. The creatures were fragile and unskilled in battle, but their grimy talons held a dangerous paralytic agent. Ezrah and Matashtai both briefly fell victim to this paralysis, but were fortunately able to overpower it without much difficulty. After slaying the creatures, the party inspected the copper-plated door, only to hear it giving off a faint, buzzing sound. Suspicious, the party threw one of the severed hands of the ghouls against the door, to rather shocking effect. Now knowing the door to be dangerous, the party utilized Ezra's mage hand to open it. On the other side was a fleshy horror and a floating skull wreathed in electricity. And everyone please select your token and roll initiative, because we're gonna start immediately on that. So,
Hell
hurt
yeah,
this one,
boys.
Let me go ahead and click
Oh,
this
that's
off.
real unfortunate.
Turn this on real quick.
Where the Christ is my
yeah.
token?
I am the fastest.
Are you the fastest
I am swift.
as a coursing river?
There's a
got it.
coursing river. Sorry.
Be a man.
You actually are the fastest. I'm kind of shocked.
Can't touch this.
Copyright strike.
Okay,
There we go.
You
No,
gotta stop
gotta-
singing, then we're okay.
We're not. We have to literally play it. All that shit is
Copyright.
transformative.
No, I've heard of people doing too good of renditions.
You can
but
get-
They still got.
It's
struck.
not us, Jay. We
Yeah,
don't
that's-
do
that
this.
is definitely not
We're
us.
perfect.
We are
I think it's you, Jay. I think
dead
you're
on.
Thank you.
Jay and
That's
I,
the kind of encouragement I need.
Jay and I singing "Whole New World" together is like it's better than the original.
I would love to see that.
I believe it.
Would love to
I don't
see
think
that.
you would.
I might actually pay money.
I
Oh,
call dibs
really?
on Jasmine.
Not a lot, but I might actually
Hey,
pay money.
you know I love the Jasmine part. Gosh,
It's a
such a
whole
thief.
new
All right,
world.
so-
Gotta be the magic carpet.
Yeah,
Sure,
they're gonna
yeah,
ride you.
absolutely. yeah, we're just gonna ride you while we sing.
Alright, this is getting weird. I'm out.
Oh,
You're
right
the one
then.
who said it!
Yeah,
Good
it's, not,
started.
it's not you, my dude.
I just wanted to be in the scene.
Yeah, well, you are.
Yeah, yeah, you are.
Okay,
dare close
so
your
let me
eyes.
double check. I'm gonna do this real
Don't close
quick
your eyes.
because I want them on the turn tracker.
It's
Yep.
better.
And then,
At least I'm in the back.
oh shit!
Please make it teleport to him.
God damn it, I already had a ghoul chasing me out that far.
Okay, so to kind of reset the scene, right? You guys had fought off the ghouls, right? You threw the severed hand against
Shit.
the copper-plated door. It showered in sparks and electricity, kind of basically burnt the severed hand to a crisp. And then you guys pulled the door open, utilizing Ezra's mage hand. So the door has opened opened towards you, right? You have pulled it towards you. If anyone has questions about like innie or outie, right? And you see inside this great room, right, that it's covered, the floor is covered in these copper plates, right? And every so often, electricity surges through the floor, and the whole thing just fills with this shower of sparks. And sitting...
How often is every so often?
Okay, so I say every so often, right? You guys have seen this room for less than 6 seconds, so it has happened once in the time that you have opened the door, right? It happened basically to dramatic effect. As you guys opened the door, you saw this lumbering flesh hulk with wires and metal barbs sticking out of him, right? And then the lightning courses through the ground and shoots up him, and he's right. And then you see the floating skull that's wreathed in electricity, and like part of the side of the face and a portion of the brain plate, right, has these little
brain
metal
plate,
plates and
ooh.
copper wires out the side, right? And the top has these two little maybe like antenna looking things with little balls on the edge of it, and electricity keeps coursing back and forth between those 2 points. And it howls, it cackles, right? And then just screams, "Intruders!" right? And that's where we left off.
That's what I scream all the time.
And that is like you see
Every time I see someone new.
Matashtai, you see
You call this interlopers?
did it say interlopers? It might have said
I'm pretty
interlopers.
sure they called us interlopers.
I
So
feel like that should be our group name, the Interlopers.
Interlopers.
it starts. All right, so this electric skull. It's not a flame skull. This floating skull, right? And
it
this
sounds
flesh
like
golem
A lightning skull.
jump into
How about
action.
the Skull Boys?
Skull boys. But Matashtai, you are up first.
Skullduggery.
Alright. Well, I don't feel like they want to
I'm ready to fight.
diplomatize. So I'm going to take a step here because I'm not in the room yet, right?
Ooh.
Shut the door.
You are not in the room.
Guarantee, Jake, ain't nobody touching that fucking door.
And I'm gonna pull out my
Just
bow.
go in. I'll follow you in. Just go in.
And I'm gonna use a bonus action to Kensei shot, and I'm gonna shoot off my bow at the little skull thingy.
Okay.
Pew.
Ouch.
Probably don't hit. 14.
14 is yeah. So you fire off a shot, and the arrow streaks through the air and thuds directly into the skull.
Oh, cool. I do 15 damage.
Okay, so so the arrow kind of like lodges into the eye socket, right? And you do hear like this shattering. So you've clearly done some sort of damage to it, and then the arrow basically gets taken by electricity and just sizzles and smokes and pops out.
Sweet. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take another shot at him.
Okay.
Definitely gonna miss with that one. That's a 9.
9 is definitely a miss. Yes. 9.
And then
9.
after doing so, I'm gonna step back out of the way back here. And that will be the end of my turn.
So as soon as that happens, right, like the arrow takes the flame skull and it shrieks, and it sends out this shower of sparks, kind of like cascading down off of it as it's shrieking, and the shriek goes on for like a full 2 or 3 seconds, and then it dies out, and you realize like the flesh brute thing isn't really moving, but the skull itself floats over towards you, right? And
Good.
down to kind of like chest height, right? And looks at all of you, kind of
I feel like
standing
he's
in the
baiting us.
in the doorway, and it goes, "I'm gonna fucking kill you!" And it
Yeah, come
as
on.
it says this, right, its whole form just kind of like charges with electricity, and I need Bones, Matashtai, and no, I
think
need
definitely
Bones and
Ezra is in
Matashtai to roll dexterity saving throws.
It's a
Dexterity
line.
saving throw.
Oh, hell yeah.
17.
Too bad we're not level 7.
Nice. Okay.
You get advantage.
Oh, I did not
level
put
7,
that.
I would have
Oh,
evasion.
wait, my
Yeah.
bad. Doesn't matter. The DC is actually relatively low. You both save, so that's good.
Because it's a lot of fucking damage.
Because it's a bit of damage.
I don't have a lot of HPs. Don't hurt me.
As the lightning bolt courses out of this thing and slams into the two of you, you're both able to like duck or dodge slightly to displace the
dipped.
majority of the electricity, but
Holy Jesus.
so
Yep.
So, fucking
Each-
18?
each of
Okay.
you takes 18 lightning damage.
That's not that bad. Let's just go kill it.
It's not
If
super
you
bad.
step foot in that room.
And so that was 15, and then
Ow. Kill it with fire.
it moves, right? Because it's a smarty. It keeps moving out of your line of vision and up into the air.
How dare it. Alright, time to retreat. We'll heal up and come back.
Ooh.
What? Let's just do it right now. We'll just go in. It's
Alright.
fine. We got it.
Bones, you're up.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, Bones,
ahead.
lead the way.
All right, I go.
You go.
Someone's gotta find out how much damage it does.
Am I dead?
Okay.
4?
You rush into the room, right? And there's
Yeah, I'm gonna
these
kill
copper
him.
plates. There's basically like a copper plate every 5 feet, and there's these
Cool.
little like grooves in between them, right? So you're
Sure.
basically like stepping from one copper plate to another. As you enter into the room, right, you see the flesh golem hulked out, roided in front of you. Up and to your right, or to the south of you, right? About 20 feet up into the air is the lightning skull. Now, kind of looking down at you as you come into the room. What do you want to do?
Hey, Jeremy, did you roll initiative for Haleth?
Oh, no, I did not. Where's Haleth? Thank you.
Mhm.
Hold on, let's see if he would have gone before.
Hey,
me.
nope.
Nope.
Okay.
He going next.
I was really hoping. Did I buy another bow? I don't think I fucking did.
Yeah, you totally did.
Yeah, I did.
Because we had that whole conversation.
Oh yeah, didn't I buy like an ash bow or something stupid?
I don't remember specifically.
All right, whatever. I'm gonna bow him a question.
Who are you bowing a question?
I have to add it back to my sheet.
Oh yes, because you deleted it because you rolled poorly.
Repeatedly.
Repeated.
More than once.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who are you bowing a question?
Hold on, the goddamn skull just
The skull. As soon as I add the once again deleted bow to my character.
I did not know that flaming skulls could speak.
It's an electric skull, so
All right, bow him a question.
It depends
He bows.
entirely on like the lore behind it. Some flame skulls have lore of like they're just the spirits left over and they have no real intelligence, and then other flame skulls are like, yo, what's up, brah? Right?
Man, we need to. I wanna.
Okay,
pet
so
flaming
Bones,
skull.
you turn the corner and you see this electric skull there, like looking down, cackling at you, and you fire off a shot. And the shot streaks towards the skull and rebounds right before it hits it. You see this little kind of like glittering shield vroom, up in front of the skull.
This is horse shit. Bonus action dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You
how are we gonna
dash
find out what the
away?
floor does?
By
Oh my
sacrificing ashes.
goodness.
Fuck off.
All right, Ashes, run in their werewolf form. Let's do this.
Okay, so what will
Turn over.
legit
My
happen
sword fighted. I'm probably not gonna do it.
is Haleth will go, "Are we fighting?"
Yes.
No, we're just
Yes?
shooting it for fun.
Then he's looking, are we going, like, are we fighting retreat, or are we, like, charging into the fucking room? Because he has seen no one else go into the room.
I went in the room. Fuck off.
And you
then
ran
did
back.
I only have one attack, Jeremy.
That's why that's why he says,
I think
"Are
Haleth
we
will
fighting?"
survive a round. I want to see how much damage the floor
Jesus.
does
Okay,
before
so,
I do anything.
so do you say yes? Does anyone answer him?
Yes.
Yes,
Go ahead.
I'm fighting.
I
Yes,
refuse
I'm fighting.
to take part of this.
We're fighting. Yes, we are. All of us.
Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should go back.
He rushes in.
Shut up. You're
He
made of
rushes
lightning. Go
in,
in there.
mace drawn,
I'm not
and
made of lightning. I'm crafted by it.
and he.
Okay, well, go craft in there.
I don't think he really fully understands that yet. So, and it
That
wouldn't
he's
matter
made of lightning?
anyways. So, so he rushes into the room, but he's not fast enough to be able to engage anything. So he just stands there, kind of like menacingly at the ready with his mace out.
Hell yeah, bro. Menace.
So,
Menace at him.
I wish you would engage so they could give me sneak attack.
when that happens, right? This flame skull immediately, because none of you guys can see this, but you can hear this, right? This flame skull.
I can see him.
Can you? Oh, you shouldn't be able to see.
Okay, well.
Like,
Fine.
look at it. Like, how
No,
would you
I
be able to
don't
see that?
disagree with you. I don't know, a cut corner or something stupid?
What the fuck? Anyways,
I
This
don't disagree. I should
oddity
not.
of the lighting mechanic in Roll20, but it's fine. So you guys can't see this, but you can hear it, right? You hear this lightning skull shriek out, "Don't kill that one! Just knock him unconscious! He's interesting!" And then those of you that can see the flesh golem move forward and raise his fists to kind of like pound down like on Haleth.
There's Molly whopping him.
Yeah. Haleth,
Donkey
though,
Kong
that
going.
does, yep, that totally triggers his attack of opportunity, so he is going to smack him.
Is it an attack of opportunity or is it a
Or,
held
sorry,
action?
not held action, sorry. Why are you getting super specific on me? It doesn't matter.
Because it one attack versus 3, it matters.
He doesn't have 3 attacks.
Pretty sure he
God.
has 3.
He does not have 3 attacks. He has 2
Or
attacks.
is one of them a bonus action attack?
No, he doesn't have a... Ooh, from critical?
Uh-oh.
No, he's fine. Okay,
Oh.
so Haleth kind of like, as the flesh golem comes in, lumbering into range, Haleth just takes a wild swing at him, and he hits, and he clearly hurts the thing, but it doesn't stop it. He just raises his fists and goes to slam. Okie dokie. Ooh, actually, hold that thought. You read this real quick. Where'd he get this mace? This is the one he bought from the market, right?
Looking the goblin area.
Gotcha.
Is it secretly magic and the goblins just couldn't tell?
No,
How
That'd be
amazing!
it's
That'd
not.
Be
How
so good.
amazing would
it's
that
not,
be?
and that's why I needed to know. All right, so flesh golem raises hands, goes to Pound
Has
Town.
a very minor effect on it. It's like the fucking mace of worthlessness, but it's still magic. So
So wing for Haleth, and that's a hit. And then swing for Haleth, and that's definitely a hit.
That's a lot of damage.
Absolutely.
that's a lot of
I would be
damage.
dead.
Uh, You would be
Oh.
dead?
I'll be dead. I'll be a dead boy.
You only have
Oh yeah, I
20.
would, by one. I
Oh,
would be
well,
by
because
one
you
HP.
took damage from the lightning bolt already. I was like, you'd be dead from full? That's crazy. Okay, so
I
he's...
would be dead from full.
Well, yeah, but you're
Don't be
squished.
a pussy, Ezra.
So he smashes the crap out of Haleth, but Haleth is a pretty stout individual, so he takes it and keeps coming. Ashes, you're up.
Go get
Okay.
him, Wolf Boy.
We're going in. I'm letting you know I'm going back in there.
Yeah, to run back
Okay.
out. Don't
I'm
bait
going
him.
30 feet in, and
There's
I
a
would
point
like
to being in. I would continue being in.
I would like to hold an action, and the action I would like to hold is the second I hear like a charging noise, I want to jump.
I'm
As
gonna
high as I
can
charge
get
in
off
my
the
laser
floor.
beam.
Okay. Okay.
Like if I hear, I'm like, no.
All right.
What if he
gotcha.
just goes, "I'm charging"?
So you're attempting
I'm trying to
to
game the system.
You're attempting to. Well, I mean, you're not gaming the system. You're sacrificing your action to do so. So okay,
Ash just jumps.
all right, sure. I feel you. What's your standing high jump?
But I don't know.
I think
Probably
it's
won't
3
matter.
times his strength modifier. Or some bullshit.
Anyways, if that's
Alright, I
the
can rock
end
with
of
that.
your turn, then we are on
It's
to
not.
Ezra.
That's like a 9.
He got jumped 15 feet in the air.
Ezra, you're up.
Hold on.
I
I'm
break my
fucking-
neck on the ceiling.
Oh, it's 3 plus your strength modifier.
Oh boy,
Still like 7 feet in the air.
I will step forward as I'm swirling my staff around, and my vitiligo starts glowing bright as I blow my load with
Ooh.
a twin spell haste
Oh,
on
Oh boy.
Ashes and
Oh.
Haleth.
Boy, it got really
Ooh,
quiet.
and Haleth. Okay.
I mean,
Wow,
Mitch is
fuck you.
super low on health. You
Yeah,
get
Mitch
one
is-
attack.
Yeah,
Uh.
Mitch might not be up in order to hold the haste, and Bone.
Yes, the haste
Okay.
doubles
Gotcha.
my effective attacks. That's 100% bonus.
Yeah, but all of the effectiveness of your attack comes from one attack.
One. Yep.
Yeah, much like my dick. All
I
of the
don't.
attack-
I don't see how that's the effectiveness of your dick. It comes from one dick. Okay, sure.
I'm not like Tails.
Jeez. All right, so
Kinda
we got
hurts.
haste and haste. Ugh, the icons are so big. Okay, and then you run away, Ezra.
Yep.
Oh, why am I unsurprised? Okay, sounds good. If that is the end of your turn, then we are back to the top of the round with Matashtai.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna zip on forward.
Sure.
So
Okay.
I can't see this guy because of that corner, right? So I gotta go over here.
Yeah, you would have to move in.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay, cool. That works for me.
So as you step forward, right, and I'll say this just as kind of a reminder, you can see this kind of like faintly glittering shield, arcane shield around the skull.
He used the
Okay.
shield spell.
If that affects what you decide to do.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna believe. I'm gonna
Believe?
believe that I can break through it. I believe in the me that believes in me. All right.
I believe it as well.
I'm going to bonus action Kensei shot again.
Cool.
I'm gonna shoot my bow at him. Yeah.
Good
Awesome.
lord, there we
That's
go.
definitely a hit.
And I am also going to use Death Strike and increase my damage by 1d6
Okay.
using a key point. So I'm going to.
Is that a
That
reaction
damage?
or do you not a reaction?
It's
Is that
no, it's just I can use
Af-
whenever I hit with a weapon.
okay? So you can do it after
It works
you hit.
like smite.
It's not something that you
Yes.
have to call ahead of time. Gotcha.
Works like smite.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
Fish for that.
Or stunning strike to keep it in the monk.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, okay, so another
so 15
fucking
damage
arrow
on that?
goes into the other eye, right? You hear it hits the arcane shield, it shatters, right? The shield shatters and then reforms, because that's what shield does, right? But it goes into the other eye socket. Again, you hear this clank or this breaking sound of pottery, right? But it's of bone. And then there's another screech and a sizzle and pop as the arrow is just then basically seared with electricity and whoosh, shoots out and shatters against the wall.
It's cool. I didn't want that arrow anyway.
Yeah, you're losing every arrow, but yeah, whatever.
All right, I'm gonna take another shot at him.
Wow.
That's a hit.
Kablamo!
Kablama.
All right, 9 damage.
9 damage. Oh shit.
Oh, you hurt, boy.
The third arrow takes the skull in the center of the forehead, pierces right through, and leaves this basically cavernous hole that encompasses the two eye sockets. And the screech starts and then just kind of trails off. And the arrow does not sizzle and shatter and sputter and explode outwards. And the skull is kind of like listing in the air at this point.
Ain't
He
dead.
says, I'm charged.
I'm charged. I make a charging sound and run back out.
I jump.
Wow. Okay. The skull, it's cackling, gone. It goes ah, and faces the ground, and you see two basically like little lightning pulses go into the floor itself, and Ashes jumps. Haleth does not. So,
Roll for hang time.
Ashes. No, I don't think you need to roll for hang time. I think you're good. I think sacrificing your action gets you out of this.
Okay.
But it does not get Haleth out of this. So what happens is you see the floor electrify, right? And it courses through the entire room in an instant. The copper plates sizzle and pop. You see Haleth get caught in this, and his whole body he shrieks and he's ah! Right? And his hands clench on his mace. And he takes...
How the Christ do
Not
you
too
heal
much.
a revenant?
They
takes
automatically regenerate.
7 lightning damage.
Every turn, yeah.
And then
I have no idea.
you see the flesh golem electrify, and
But he likes it.
his wounds knit.
Mm-hmm.
I can just see like little bitty tiny little bolts. Bzzz.
Okay. And that is the lightning skull's turn.
3d6. not super-
Actually, the lightning skull, at the end of the lightning skull's turn, it looks at the flesh golem and it says, "Kill the live ones, you dolt!" And now it's bones.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's 20
Okay.
feet up in the air.
Yep, he's 20 feet up in the air.
That's pretty high.
You gonna try and hop, skip, and poke him?
I'm not gonna hop and skip anything. I will toss my bow down. Cause fuck it.
Fuck the bow.
Again.
I swear to God, if it's like we lose a bow a session,
I might
Just
get
don't
back
go
later.
with the macro.
oh my goodness.
I draw a bone short sword.
Do it.
Put it in my mouth. I use my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
I go right here,
Okay.
and then I climb the wall.
Okay.
20
Gotcha.
feet up.
And it's actually not as hard as it would be on a regular wall, because the entirety of this room, the walls are covered in circuitry and
Shit.
piping and stuff like that, so you actually have
hell
plenty
yeah.
of handholds that make it very... Because, like, even, like, you can't climb
Yeah.
a sheer vertical wall that has nothing... Even with the climb speed, you can't do it
Oh,
if
yeah.
there's nothing to actually climb. But this is
Unless you're a
child's
monk.
play. Yeah, this is
All
child's play. So
I have climbed, and now I will attack him with my sword,
okay,
a bone.
A
where
bone.
the fuck is it? Short sword assault.
short sword assault.
23.
You see surprise, right? I see.
Ah!
Yeah, you don't see surprise because the skull is incapable
takes
of
a minute
really
to get up
making,
there.
like, it doesn't
So he's
animate,
like,
but it
It's
like it
watching you
shrieks.
climb up towards
Yeah,
it.
it
just like,
watches you climb up and then it goes
what am I
"Wah!"
supposed to do?
right?
Oh shit!
And then you see the shield go up, right? And you just slash right through it and right through the skull. The whole thing shatters. It
Yeah,
shatters and
fuck
just
you,
falls
Bo.
to pieces, scatters across the ground.
Bo didn't get it done.
There you go.
Short
All right.
sword does.
I'm gonna just stay up here. I mean,
You're
I
just
don't
gonna
have
stay
any
up there?
movement
Okay.
left, so...
Sounds
I
good.
don't have any movement left, so
Haleth is going
Good.
to start swinging because he can. So he has his 2 regular attacks, and then he'll have a bonus action attack from the haste, right?
no, well, it's
Or it's not a bonus action; it's an additional action, or it's an
Free
additional
action, yeah.
attack.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. So 1, 2, 3.
Told you I had 3
Oh.
attacks, Jeremy. I don't know what you were talking about.
And actually, all 3 of those hit.
I
Oh.
could have 3 attacks if I use my fucking double-bladed scimitar.
The flesh
But
golem
it's-
has very low AC. But so that is what? That's 34 damage. Haleth is pounding on this thing, but it doesn't seem to be doing a terribly large amount of damage to the creature, right? Haleth does not seem to be very effective against it.
Damn, like it needs to be hit with magic
Or like
or
it's
magical
a
weapons.
big hulk of magical flesh that doesn't seem to care about this random ass non-magic mace.
Damn.
So the
Damn.
flesh golem, following its instructions, steps forward. You jumping in ashes.
Can you do that?
No.
No, that was my action. I haven't had another turn yet.
Nope. Incoming. Ooh. Miss.
That would be a miss.
Incoming.
Not even close, baby.
Ooh.
That would, even with the 2 AC I get, would be a hit.
Okay, so you are able to kind of like duck the first haymaker that comes in, but then he
Yep.
just raises up and pounds down on you. You don't get flattened by the blow, but you kind of like take it in the shoulder as you're dodging out of the way. 16 bludgeoning damage, and then
Has been
Ashes,
taken.
it is your turn.
Get him, Ashes.
All right. I'm going to step down to see if I can't get advantage. And never being under the effect of haze before, I'm gonna like slide a little bit past and be like, "Oh shit! All right."
So you do the. Oh shit! I'm faster than I thought I was.
Oh god.
Nice.
So quick.
I like it. I like
And
it.
I
That's a cool
adjust,
effect.
and I take my sword and bring it down on the giant dude.
Easy peasy. You hit.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, he does.
Let's do it again.
Very nice. And Quicksilver is most definitely a magic sword, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. That's
And one more for
Ooh, hold
good
up.
measure.
a momento. Oh,
So close.
fantastic. So we've got
God.
11 on the
19,
first
17,
one.
18.
Ooh, he's weak to silver.
Oh no, sorry,
Yeah,
I added that.
if weak to silver is the
He's
one.
not weak to.
Okay.
So 10 on
10,
that.
15, and 7.
Thank you. All right, so Ashes just begins to carve into this flesh golem and seems to do pretty well. Anything else for your turn?
That'll be in turn.
All right, Ezra, you can hear
Oh, boy.
the sounds of combat from the other room.
Oh boy.
Your allies are fighting. What would you like to do?
Oh boy. I kind of peek my head out
Okay.
and see the big guy barreling around,
Okay.
and then I duck back in.
Gotcha. Nice. Okay, so that will hit. Spectral claws rake across the flesh golem, and it is Matashtai.
I can't remember. Did you allow if I drop the weapon, I can pull out my spear?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's,
well,
I mean, it's one of the weird interactions of D&D.
Item interactions.
Yeah, of item interactions. The theory being right is it's not so much that pulling a weapon, it's the stowing your bow and pulling a weapon is too much to do, whereas dropping your bow and pulling a weapon is fine.
Yeah, sure. All right. Well, I'm gonna slide my bow over to the corner there so I don't lose it, and then.
I mean, you can. I imagine Matashtai can be like. Mechanically, it doesn't matter what you do. So Matashtai, you could just be like very nicely put it against the wall, lean it against the wall, type thing, and then pull out the spear.
All right.
And
then-
You
And
gotta
then I'll pull out Tom-
chunk that bitch.
They would.
Anyways, so
flautist.
sorry about that. We had Streamlabs crash, but we're back now. And Matashtai, you were doing what? You were dropping your bow and pulling out your spear?
Yep, I'm pulling up Tom Kiri off my back, and then I charge forward, and I'm gonna take a slash at this thing's kneecaps, bring it down to size.
Okay, sounds good. That's definitely a hit.
Ooh, baby damage.
Ooh, yeah, a
Baby.
little bit on baby
Um,
damage.
I am going to try and stun this man.
Okay, sure.
So that would be a Constitution saving throw against a DC 14.
I bet this man's got great constitution.
I bet you he's very constitutionalized.
The only thing he has.
He a little thick. But
Oh
it didn't
hell
matter.
yeah! That man's stunned.
He a little thick, but it did not matter.
But yeah, very Connie.
Yep. Okay, so he is. You managed. Let's say like I can't imagine a scenario where you just hit him hard enough to stun him. So let's say like when you hit him, you actually clip one of the metallic pieces that has the electrodes like shooting out of it, right? You clip that, and you see just this course of electricity go through his whole body, and he goes, right?
Hell yeah.
So that's his stunned mechanic or stunned state. We'll put that on him.
And then after that, I'm gonna raise Tom and Curie up above my head and slam down on him.
Get him.
Oh, I get advantage now, don't
Yes, you get advantage. That's a hit.
Okay, 7 more damage.
Okie dokie. Very nice.
And then I'm going to Flurry of Blows.
Get him. That's a hit. Also a hit.
Okay.
Nice.
And your body parts are magical now?
Everything's magical.
Everything's magical now. Awesome. Fantastic.
I am
yeah.
all that is magic.
This thing is looking beat to shit now. Alright, anything else?
Jeremy, just a heads up, your stream is not showing map.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm on the wrong thing. Gotcha. Appreciate it. Yeah, we haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah.
No big deal. Thank you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, anything else for your turn?
No.
Alright.
After that, I'm gonna just hang out.
Bones,
Do
you
they
are
hang out?
clinging to a wall after having just shattered the lightning skull. What do you want to do?
I wanna
Your
hop
allies
down.
are surrounding the flesh golem and putting the beat down on it.
I'd like to hop down in
Okay.
such a way that I don't take damage.
You are
AKA
20 feet
using
up.
I know. As I'm gonna use my 20 feet of movement to come down.
Okay, gotcha.
That's what I'm saying.
So you do the scamper down the
Yeah,
side of
but
the
I
wall.
but I do
thing.
it cool where I like hop and don't.
So you
look
don't
like
do
I'm
it like
doing-
what? Do you do it like the squirrel way where you go like face down?
I just hop. I don't know.
I'm just
Whatever.
messing
I have 10 feet of
Just
movement
hop.
left.
Yeah, you go down. I
5,
got you.
10.
Okay.
I draw my other short sword with my free action.
Sounds good.
I set my attacks to roll at advantage.
You got it.
And I roll my snake attack dice.
How would you like to kill this
Turn
flesh
is
golem?
over.
Yay!
Yeah, I just want to like just stab it up in him and just like twist and have him just fall over.
Okay, so like everyone is just like smashing and slamming into this fucking flesh golem, right? Beating the crap out of it. And then Bones comes scarpering down the side of the wall, skids over behind it, and just takes a moment, stops, and then just whoosh, stabs it in the side with a short sword, and the whole thing, it's kind of like still lurching and in the shock stun position, right? And then it just kind of like ragdolls to the ground, like it just crumples, and the physics of it don't make sense. Like like it bends over partially backwards on itself and just
Hell yeah.
and just drops into a flesh of heap. A heap of flesh.
Jeremy, you're not
I told
making
you guys. I did way too much voiceover work today, and I am as I like.
How
to
many sentences started with "in a world"?
In a world.
say. None of them, because I do very boring voiceover work.
You fucking up.
Yeah, I mean, regardless if you even make sense, that's how it should start.
So
In a world where it might be unsafe to back that trailer.
there you go. That's my line of work.
You have to back the trailer.
All right. A moment passes, and you all you see like little electrical currents, right? Fuzz, up the sides of some of the walls, next to some of these pipes and electrical nodes and wiring.
And we jump.
And there's there's this moment of all of you go like, uh-oh. and then nothing
jump.
happens, right? There's no surge of electricity towards the floor. The lightning itself doesn't come. The copper plating is not charged. It seems whatever was caught, the lightning skull seemed to be the one in control of that, right? So
I don't know why I thought, but I felt like it was controlled by like an external source. I didn't think that the door and the floor was him just every time he could is just doing his thing.
Yeah, I thought it was
He's
gonna be like
real
a shock
bored.
that went through regularly.
so
Yeah,
um
some giant Tesla coil in the corner.
the adrenaline pumping through your veins, Holmes. You
No,
guys
it doesn't.
take a
This
moment.
smells amazing. What is the smell? I've never been under this before.
Oh yeah, right. Actually, so yeah, Haleth and Ashes are kind of like freaking out, like skitter or like supercharged, fizzing
I can
and
use
popping
this-
all over the place.
Where's I can see it like a bunch of times. It's really good.
Matt's gonna go pick up his bow before he forgets about it.
And then
I'll take that hint and get my bow as well.
a few moments later, right? Because it's only a minute on haste, right? Yeah.
Oh man, I can do this all the time. I get it. Oh god, I'm so tired.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
fuck.
You go through
Oh,
that.
God.
Oh.
Oh god. I need a minute,
Face
guys.
is kinda
Hold on a
dripping there,
second.
buddy.
Oh,
Is everyone okay?
oh.
Yeah, Ezra calls out from the other room, right? Just
No, Ezra, it's fine. Just stay out
Yeah,
there.
I'm doing all right, but I could really use a breather.
No, it's fine, or everyone's okay.
No, comma.
No,
it's fine.
everyone's okay.
no comment.
I'm
it's
really
fine.
tired.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. How you feeling?
I felt amazing, and then I felt less amazing.
Yeah, that's a side effect of something I learned, and why I ran in the corner. Because if I lost concentration on it, then that would have happened immediately in combat, and that would have been that.
I can see how that would be very
$600 XPs.
I was gonna let you guys continue talking while I typed it in. Everyone gained 600 experience points for defeating the lightning skull and the flesh golem.
Except you
And-
distracted Jay in the middle of his RP.
That was not my intention. That's why I
don't
typed it
even
instead of
know what
like
I was
jumping in. My bad, fam.
There's something I must read. I need to focus on this reading.
Right?
Hey,
So,
y'all, can we take a minute? Just take a
Is
breather.
it safe in there? Is there
Haleth,
anything?
Haleth
Oh
goes,
yeah, you can come in.
"Ugh, you need to rest already.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen or not, but I don't heal up normally like you do.
Ugh." And yeah, actually, you see over the course of the few moments, right, that has passed since the fight, Haleth's, who like it looks like maybe his shoulder was dislocated in the fight with the golem, right? He just kind of like pops it back in. The bruising across his flesh fades, and he seems perfectly fine.
I could really use some of that.
Do you say that to him?
Well, I said it out loud, and I'm kind of regretting it now, but it's happened.
Well, I mean, I don't do that to you. I don't force you guys to say. Oh, you said it. That's why I'm asking. Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, fuck it. Opportunity for RP, let's do it.
Sure. Okay. So it's maybe less an opportunity for RP, but he hears you, and he kind of like turns away, from you, and you can tell that he kind of like it bothers him. Like he doesn't. He has grown accustomed to this, and he's trying to accept what it is, but like being dead, regenerating, that type of stuff, like he's not. It's not that he's not used to it, right? It's that there's something fundamentally that he feels wrong about the whole thing, and he's trying not to show it to you.
Matt would pick up on that though, and he'd kind of walk over and kind of rest a hand on Hal's shoulder and say, "Hey, I'm sorry about that. Think about how that'd make you feel."
He looks a little choked up, and he just says, kind of like sputters, "Just take your rest. Sooner you're feeling better, the sooner we can move."
Nice job back there.
He
And
just kinda
so
grunts.
are we gonna rest in this room? We'll rest in the other room.
What you guys want to do?
I don't know. This is fine.
Let's I guess we could just close the giant bronze door and stay in here.
We know what's behind us. Goblins. My crew. They'll be coming. Don't worry. Fine.
Your crew.
Oh yeah.
Gobbo crew. All right, well,
They're gonna be real upset over this broken skull over here.
And they
Can
like
I-
5 in the other room.
I'm gonna head over into the corner here and kind of sit down and take a breather.
Same. Except just wherever.
I will take a little bit of a breather and then want to investigate the room a little bit.
Okay. So you're not actually taking a short rest?
I am, yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna go up.
Yeah. Short rest sounds good.
Alright, Haleth kind of like stands off towards the lower portion, the portion that you guys haven't quite investigated yet, right? More standing watch than anything else, or maybe less standing watching, more just being by himself. As you guys take a short rest, the tension pool is going to ratchet up. So everyone go ahead and use hit dice as you need.
I get to double my hit dice because of my parapet.
Absolutely you do. That's a freaking
Hashtag jelly.
dope item for this
Hashtag
type of scenario.
Parapet.
It definitely is. Okay, so
Reason I called it out, Jay.
are you on my suitcase? What are you doing? What you doing? Come here. Come here, boy, O'Bean. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right,
You gonna start
so
tapping you?
as you guys. Ooh, that is me hitting the wrong button. Sorry about that.
Before we take off, I
Jeez.
would like to loot the corpses.
Your short rest passes without event.
Everybody takes 5.
Barely.
Very barely. But keep that in mind as you guys do scenarios like that. Okay, so your short rest passes without event, and you begin to quote unquote loot the room. You don't find anything of obvious value in this room. The flesh golem, right, had metal plates and weird doodads screwed into it, but they don't look of any value to you, at least not to anyone that you can think of. Maybe the people at the what's it, the Temple of Wonders or whatever, Gon's temple, right? Maybe, but
Ezra would like to take some time to try and understand the mechanisms or functionality of what the room
gotcha.
is designed to do or be.
Roll me an investigation check.
God, fuck.
So you spend a little bit of time while everyone is kind of once-overing the flesh golem and the shattered skull, which also doesn't really have anything of value on it. It's a weird shattered skull. But Ezra, the room itself is weird. You don't, as far as like a purpose goes, you don't grasp a purpose necessarily, but you can tell that a lot of these mechanisms are feedback loops, right? There's maybe some way that the electricity is getting stored in here. And you see, basically on the northern end, you see that that maybe there's some way to unleash a great deal of stored energy in this room, but you're not really sure about how or why, right? You can tell from the wiring and the copper plates that basically every time this room gets electrified, the whole thing gets electrified. And you could see that the flesh golem was regenerating from it, so maybe it was just all some mad scheme from a crazed apprentice. Who knows?
So would I have seen the goal? Because did he regenerate at all?
I don't know that
I saw him.
I don't know that you would have seen him, but your allies could have easily mentioned, right, that he was regenerating when the electricity hit him.
So this room does.
I don't think you're doing this investigation in a vacuum, right? You're not wandering the edge of the room for 10 minutes and no one is talking to you or offering any sort of information. I assume that you guys are kind of like bandying back and forth with a little bit of like information swapped here or there.
So if this creature is regenerated from the electrical energies charged by this room, it's very clearly a place that can store energy. Maybe it won't be a bad idea for us to shift the body into the non-electrified area just in case it pulses every once in a while or something of that nature.
Oh, the flesh golem?
Yeah.
Is that who you're recommending?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I'm gonna start. I'll grab the corpse and start pulling.
It's like a good idea to me.
While that happens, right? And this is because the thing just rolled horribly low for its stealth. But so you guys positioned yourselves around the flesh golem, and then you all hear this. What the hell do you think you're doing with my golem? Get away from that! And I need everyone to select their tokens and roll initiative.
Oh yeah, short rest for an hour. I don't know why I keep thinking short rests are 30 minutes.
Yeah, short rest is an hour to 2 hours long.
How the fuck you back alive?
It's
all right.
Flame Skull. They do
I
that.
cut him in half.
You know, if Haleth had a focus, he might actually be able to do something about that.
Ooh, okay, so Bones and Matashtai, you guys both have
18.
18.
Wow, all three of us are 23.
Yeah, but your dexes are both at 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then you both go before the Flame Skull does.
Is he, like, on the
So here's the
ground
thing.
now?
Huh?
Did he just animated or
It's
what?
floated up into the air maybe about 5 or 6 feet. It's basically like standing now. It has risen, it is fully reformed, and it is shrieking at all of you as you kind of like position yourselves around the flesh golem to kind of like move it out of the room. And this thing starts to cackle, and electricity starts to across the skull, and it looks at the floor, and then it looks at you, and then it looks back at the floor. And Bones and Matashtai, what do you guys want to do?
I look at Bones and I say, "Allow me."
Point at it.
I allow him.
Stop it.
I'm gonna go running past Bones.
Okay.
And run over to the electric skull with Tom McKiri and just baseball swing at it.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
You hear the Smash Bros. Home run bat noise.
Oh, I don't have advantage. Sorry.
You do not have advantage, but it doesn't matter. 27 is more than enough to hit.
That's a
Absolutely.
big boy hit.
Boom! Smack
And
the
then,
shit out of it.
As my momentum carries me, I'm gonna get to the other side of him.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna swing Tom McKiri again.
Okay. Yep, that's still enough.
Medium boy hit.
Ooh. Okay, so smack, the flame skull, like the lightning skull rises, right, and then just immediately begins to get pelted. Just beat to shit.
And then I'm going to bonus action unarmed strike.
Okay,
Punchy boy!
that's a hit. Okie dokie. You beating the crap out of it. Anything else?
Nope. I'm gonna I'm gonna menace behind him
Ah!
so Bones can
Ah!
really get at it.
Someone get this thing! Okay, gotcha. Then Bones, you're up.
Alright. I draw my short sword. 5, 10. As I bound in, I smack him. At advantage.
You smack him at advantage.
I try and pierce
Oh.
him. Oh, he.
Oh! Okay. Ooh. Okay. Still
That'll do.
pretty good. Yeah, you in seconds, right? Matashtai and Bones spring into action, and once again, this skull is just obliterated in a shower of shards of little pieces of bone, right? Just scattered across the floor. And it's like cackling, and it just explodes.
I casually walk over to Bones, throw some bone.
What bones you throwing?
like,
Oh.
Just goddamn it!
I'm eating ice cream. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
What?
and just
What
as
happens if
as
we,
quickly as you guys are surprised, right, by the reforming of this skull, just as quickly it is once again put down. What do you guys do now?
Well, first I'm gonna
Continue
drag
dragging that body.
I'm gonna take
Okay.
the body out of the room.
Gotcha.
Then I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to collect 50% of the scattered bones
Okay.
to take with us like a little ways down the hall and discard later
Gotcha. Okay.
to see if that does
So
anything.
you start picking up a
I'm
couple
like, oh,
pieces
that's a
here
big
there.
chunk. Yeah, I'll take. All right.
That's a good sized chunk. I like it.
Yep.
Okay.
I assist.
Okay. So you also take some chunks.
I mean, you know what? You might be able to craft. You might be able to make some magic-y bone stuff. Like this seems magic-y, right?
Let me look at it.
Special bone.
I'll take a
There's
gander.
a
at it.
magical bone.
Look like
Looks-
shit bone?
It looks
Clearly
like a
magical bone.
It looks like an old, fragile human skull.
Hmm. I don't deal in humanoid bones.
Fair enough. But yeah,
I still take
I'll
to move.
You still, yeah, you're still intending on scattering. Gotcha.
I'm just to see if scattering the bones in
Sure.
ridiculously different areas will do anything.
Gotcha.
But
It'll
yeah,
make 2.
All right. Well, while this is happening, right, I'll say, so you guys get the flesh golem out of the room and into the other one. So that's one thing. Okay. You pick up enough pieces of the bone that the flame skull's skull is basically gone or carried and intended to be scattered elsewhere, right? Matashtai, from where you can see, or where your vantage is, you can see down this hall a ways, and there's a doorway down there. But also, you guys can see on the southeastern corner of this room is what looks to be like it's like a chute, like a metal chute. It looks to be like a garbage chute or something like that. That style of thing. What do you guys want to do?
Does it go down steeply? Can I investigate it?
Yeah, you 100% can investigate it.
Stick my head in it? Does it go down steeply, or?
Yeah, it's pretty steep. It's not like a
Want me to hold your
drop.
feet so you can go further?
Yeah, it's not a drop, but it does go down at... Back, I think it's got a little bit of an incline. Yeah. So it has maybe a 45-degree incline or so, right?
Uh-huh.
Hey Bones, what you see down there?
And you can see
There's
right.
more
It kind
chute, I
of
don't know.
twists and turns, right? You can see it goes down a way, and then kind of curves out of your field of vision.
Okay.
You hear
I believe I have rope
Bones.
in my explorer's pack. Okay,
Bones.
go ahead. Sorry.
as
Yeah,
you
I'm
are peering down this chute. You hear this.
The gibbering mouther.
All right. Well, I don't want to have anything to do with
You
whatever
hear
that
this
is,
kind of
so-
crazed echoing that means nothing to Bones, but haunts the player Zach's past.
Oh, okay. So it's confirmed. I want to have nothing to do with that. A spirit turtle whispers in my ear and says, "Nah, don't do that."
Nah, that thing will eat you.
I heed the words of Master Oogway. and Move away.
You hear, aside from the evil laughter, you hear a second voice, a deeper, slower voice, say, "Don't do it."
He says, "Drugs, not hugs," and moves away.
Sounds good.
I was like, "Well, hey guys, it's laughing. I don't. Seems ominous."
Haleth kind of like growls in frustration. He says, "Can we not go that way?"
Don't. I mean,
We can.
Then maybe we should head back to the market and go south from there.
I mean, can we see where this goes? Maybe it loops around.
I don't feel them to the south. I feel them to the east.
Yeah, loops. Loops. It's a giant maze. What do you mean, Alec?
And since
It'll
Bones is the
take
one doing the
literally
most of
30
the speaking
seconds.
right now, Bones, I need you to make a persuasion check.
Good.
We're back to Halethgark
Oh,
morale
God,
checks.
I'm
That's
so
a good
fucking
persuasion,
good.
buddy. Nice.
That's shockingly good.
So yeah, you see his whole body tense, right, and he kind of grinds his teeth, and then he
Look, I'll be fast. I promise.
fine,
All right, I take off.
and he kind of like waves his hand in the general direction, like, okay.
On with.
Ezra, are you coming with? Or are you sticking it out in the electric room? Or would you like to go
I'm
meet
ready.
the laughing man? No?
Ezra doesn't
man.
like laughing entities.
All right. Quick. I told him I'll be fast. So quick door check.
Okay, quick door
Two
check.
handle. Listen.
Okay. You're using your passive.
Yeah, because it's quick. We're doing quick.
Gotcha. Hoop.
This is totally gonna be the one that's trapped. 100%.
Well, I mean, I told him I was gonna be fast. All right.
maybe you know what? I get advantage on listening on shit. Maybe I should start doing the listening.
Do you have an 18 passive?
No, I have a 14 passive, but I do get advantages on perception checks that involve hearing or scent.
All right, let's decide this right now. You roll your advantage.
But I'm
Zach,
not
roll your
rolling
normal.
anything. I'm doing it fast. If
So,
you want to
uh,
pick
let's-
this is actually...
This is
Oh,
out of
that's
character.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you, Jeremy.
Both Bones and Ashes, both of you without any real effort, right? Bones, you're listening at the door, but both of you smell the just rank decay on the other side
More?
of the door.
Stank.
So much decay on this level. Like,
I said, all right.
can anything be alive?
I pull my mask up over my face.
Yeah, I take my sash and I mask up.
I'll
Also draw a
take
dagger in my offhand.
prehensile tail, and just wrap it under my nose.
God damn! How long is that motherfucker?
How long is your tail?
I don't
you
know.
worked out?
I've not worked that out.
As long as he needs it to be.
It just generates more.
I am
As long as he
yet
needs
the
it to be,
law.
and as long as it doesn't go beyond reach, basically.
So 9 feet.
Yeah. So, all right. What do you guys
Then
do?
I just open the door.
You just open the door.
What's that secret in my face?
It is.
A
Double
trap.
check real quick. No, it
Extra
is. It
trap.
is not locked. It is an old, banded stone door.
General Akbar is behind it.
And
Oh,
as
they
you
made
open it,
this
oh,
door.
that stench that Bones and Ashes both smelled, right? It hits everyone.
Messed
This
up.
putrid stench of decay. Absolutely disgusting. Okay.
Onwards and
At the
upwards.
very least, there's the smell of death in this room.
Hey, it looks like
Angel-
it does wrap around back east at least.
Fucking angels and airwaves. Let's go.
So as you move in,
What?
Bones, as you move in, right? And I'm gonna
Yep,
do
yep,
this politely. I'm gonna say that everyone's kind of moving together.
Yep.
Because of your passive perception, and because they
Yeah.
rolled really poorly, no one is surprised.
That Halaster backstabs Ezra.
Instantly lifts him off the ground with his mace.
Because as you reach this corner, you can hear the talons and claws of the things around the corner, and you are able to warn your party in time. Everyone, please select your tokens and roll initiative.
Party,
Hey.
be warned.
I feel warned of the danger.
Really,
God damn, I am fast tonight.
really bad rolls tonight. All my
roll
initiatives
finally
have been
ran out.
single digit.
Jesus.
You're
You're fast, Matashtai, but
What the fuck? They're so fast.
You ain't that fast.
I rolled
mean
two
they? I only
crits.
see
I
one.
rolled two crits. Well, yeah, but it still puts them in the turn order. So,
Oh.
it's a weird and well, I won't say weird. It's an interesting interaction on Roll20. If you're doing initiative, it doesn't. Sometimes it hides them. I don't know. It's weird. Oh no, it doesn't hide them. It hides them if they are on the GM layer. So if I want to hide something but still put it in the initiative tracker, I have to have it on the GM. So,
Interesting.
okie dokie. Well, we were still in battle music. We never left battle music. All right. You guys hear these things coming,
Wait.
but they heard you coming mostly because of all the commotion. They have been waiting.
Yeah.
So,
Fair.
they come round the corner, and as they do, they basically just get right in front of the two of you, Matashtai and Bones, and they stink. They are horrendously putrid.
Gross.
Just being this close to them makes you feel like you're gonna retch, right?
Yeah.
And they have these super long taloned kind of like claws. Let's throw, because these guys are a little different from the ghouls you just fought. These are what these guys look like.
No, they look like the fucking things from that Will Smith movie about zombies.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I
So-
imagine.
The demon.
Yeah, that
demon
one.
Slayer.
Could not think of it.
So they come slashing with these razor sharp long claws. First one at Matt. Second one at
Misses.
Bones.
Hits.
Bones, you take 8 slashing damage, and you
Okay.
need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh,
Nailed
and
it.
you are able to rebuff the paralysis effect of the ghasts, which is great.
Nice.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so
As
that is
their
Ghast 1 and
turn
Ghast 2.
ends- Okay. So as their turn ends, I'm gonna use my reaction to move 15 feet away.
Nice.
Without
Okay,
provoking opportunity attacks.
sure.
What?
Sounds good.
Move. Oh, that's a fucking 0 and not a fucking other button.
That's a 0 and not another other button. Very nicely done.
Okay.
Okay, then Matashtai, you're up.
All right.
As you start your turn, the stench of these creatures is overwhelming. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution saving. 10.
Meets it, beats it.
Beats it. Beats it.
It's good, I suppose.
Real fucking close there, buddy.
All right. I'm gonna twirl Tamakiri off my back and strike out at this front one.
Nice. Sounds good. Easy peasy. That just hits. You are just able to catch these things. They're kind of spindly and really quick on their feet,
Okay.
but you're just able to catch them.
All right.
Nice.
Um,
Good hit.
So then I'm going to kind of pull Tamakiri back behind me and push out with a fist, do an unarmed strike.
Yeah, that's a hit. Ooh. Another nice chunk of damage. You hit him in the chest, and you hear like his sternum crack, and his chest kind of caves in just slightly.
Okay. Do I go all out or do I play defensive? Attack! I'm gonna attack.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna bonus
Awesome.
action unarmed strike him.
Sounds good. 20 definitely hits. So that's another 7 damage. Kind of like punch him in the face, and he has this long tail that lashes out. You hit him in the side of the jaw snaps, and he looks at you and moves it back over with his hand. Kind
Then
of
I'm gonna
clicks
try
it
and
back into
roundhouse
place.
the other
It's
side
like
of his
the evil Ash from
Right.
Army Madness.
Absolutely. That's a hit. Ooh. Another 5 damage.
Sally.
This thing looks...
Actually, I'm
looks
going to expend a
weak to
death
crap.
strike. I feel like it's close to death, so I'm going to expend a death strike and add
Do it up, son.
1d6 to that.
And he's dead.
Yeah!
He's dead,
Wow.
son.
That was fucking lucky.
Yeah, because if you'd rolled 3 or lower, you would not have killed him.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Thank God. Alright. And then I'm
So-
just dropping to a defensive stance.
He goes down. Ezra, you're up. You see these two creatures round the corner and attack Matashtai and Bones. Bones is able to just kind of jump out of the way of everything. Matashtai stands and fights and is able to
Ooh.
fell the creature in a
Can I
flurry of
move
blows.
quick, like
You-
at the end of that?
yeah,
Go
you
for it.
can.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
It'll.
move down
It'll.
here.
Okay,
oh,
gotcha.
okay.
Or can I get? I'll just accept that other one's gonna come bite me.
Sure. I mean, might as well, right?
I summon forth my purple oozing spectral hand.
Health kind of just moves in. Okay. Spectral oozing hand.
15 to hit,
15 definitely hits.
11 necrotic. And no healing for that bitch.
It does not seem to hurt the ghast very much. It rates.
It does hurt it.
It does hurt,
but, okay.
but it does not seem to hurt it very much.
It still cannot heal on its next turn.
Yeah, that's fine. gas.
I don't know if you're doing something weird.
Secretive healing.
I
abilities.
never know when you're pulling one on.
I actually I love the idea of a undead creature like a ghast or something like that having the ability to cannibalize other undead creatures.
Like vampiric touch type
Right.
thing.
Well, basically like, oh, that my buddy got chopped down in the middle of a combat. Here, let me go gorge on him real quick, and suddenly I get like 2 times bigger.
That'd be cool.
Go crazy. But that
That'd
is
be
not
fun to fight.
that's not these guys. So, anything else,
I'm gonna
Ezra?
take notes just so that I know to expect that in the future.
You should.
No, I'm good.
All right, Bones, you're up.
Okay, I will draw my short sword. So I have short sword dagger.
Gotcha.
And I will just bound on over here with the advantage granted by my friend.
Bound onwards.
I will assault him thusly.
Wow.
Get him.
You assault him thusly.
All right. Did the first one hit? 'Cause if
Yes, the first one
I had
hits.
a sneak attack there. Okay. And then I will just fucking move out of the way, so I guess Ashes can do something. Hopefully.
Okay.
I guess.
Gotcha.
Turn
Alright.
over.
Next ghast comes rushing in, and they do the kind of crazy, scary, like not moving at all, and then they're lurching super fast kind of movement. That creepy
Like
shit.
the Spooky, scary movie.
Yep. That stuff.
Ghost.
And he comes in slashing at you, Matashtai.
Okay. AC is 19 right now.
Ooh, 19. Hold up.
Because it's 17 normally, but I used an unarmed as my second attack action.
Gotcha. I want to do that, but I'm not. I didn't decide to do it beforehand, so I'm not going to be a bitch. So he comes in slashing, and he misses.
What were you gonna do?
I was gonna flank you and give him an advantage because they're smart enough to do that, but I didn't do that because they are actually some of the smarter undeads. They have 11 intelligence. They're smart
I
boys.
mean, if you would like to, I'd allow it.
I allow it. Thank you for being kind. He's still gonna miss. He didn't miss. God damn
No, he did not miss. Ow! You fuck! I was trying to be nice. You're supposed to miss.
You don't be nice to me. What are you talking? If I'm like, nah, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. All right, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this is the one where I get paralyzed for sure.
Absolutely, definitely gonna happen.
No, I'm not
Nope.
paralyzed.
Fantastic. All right,
Can't
Ashes,
stop
you're up.
me.
Ashes will step forward
Okay.
and wield his sword in
Get
both
him.
hands. And he's going to get that man.
Put that man
Frozen.
down. Put that man down.
Okay. Damn. Hold up a minute. Go check shit. Oop, wrong person.
Oh, wait, are they weak to silver?
I always check just in case. No, they are not weak to silver.
I think there's like 3 monsters weak to silver.
Yeah,
They're
I know,
not-
but I'm going to ask every time.
They're not weak
One
to
of them
silver.
is Ashes.
But he only had 14 HP left. So you
Okay.
kill him on the first blow.
Okay. And those 5, 10. Oh, come on, give me 10, 15, 20, 30.
And assuming you're attacking, you can use that second attack. So
I'll re-roll it if need be. But...
a 19 is definitely gonna hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And
Ha.
for another 12.
Nice.
Assuming they're not
Nope.
strong.
That's what I was checking initially. I was like, wait, are these guys, do they have anything with Colt? But no, they do not. So you step forward, just slash through the midsection of the first one. It crumples. You basically like jump over the 2 corpses, slide around Matashtai in the second ghast, or the third ghast, and go whew, just like wide swing across him. You kind of like cleave up the back, right? And it shrieks, but it's still up. Anything else?
That'll be in turn.
All right, so this ghast is dead. This ghast is dead. Matashtai. Let me check real quick. Is it... Okay, so, you're still a little pukey, right? From the foulness, the stench, right? But you have a ironclad stomach right now, so you do not have to reroll. You're good to go. What do you want to do?
Yeah. I would like to turn and assault this man with my spear.
Okay,
Do it.
do it.
Oh, I get advantage.
Assault
don't I?
him. Yeah, you absolutely have advantage.
Didn't matter. Oof.
Actually did not matter. No. That is a miss. Yeah, these guys are a little faster than that.
Second one.
Get him. Okay, that's definitely a hit. Nice.
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 Bonus action punch.
Bonus action punch. That's a crit.
I'm going to Death Strike this.
Okay.
So there's that. Oh, that's garbage damage. All right. 14 damage.
You explode his face with your palm.
Yeah.
Like you punch him in the face and his face caves in. Like, very nice. Even with like pretty low damage, actually, like that was kind of a meh.
That was a rough damage round for me.
Meh. But, well, I mean, the 13 was really
The
nice.
13 was very good.
Yeah.
13 was very good.
But the rest of it was ugh. But regardless, enough to crush in that ghast's skull. It goes down, right? Halathgark, seeing that nothing else is happening, right? Kind of stands there, waiting at the ready. A few moments pass by. There's no other immediate hostile threats, right? Bones and Ashes, I need you both to roll Constitution saving throws.
I'm gonna step away from that grossness.
Yeah, you guys both see Matashtai kind of like move away, and both of you are also able to steal yourselves, your stomachs. Neither of you vomit the contents of your bellies, and you kind of like you cover your faces, right, and you realize it's probably they're dead, right, but it's still probably best not to stand near these things. They are just that foul.
Cool. Sweet.
He says,
Good
"Cool,
to
sweet."
know.
Oh, okay,
All right.
fantastic.
After that, I'm actually gonna put up Tamakiri. I'm gonna pull out the Staff of Healing.
Tonbokiri, by the way, right now is covered in thick gelatinous goop that also stinks.
Hold it out to Ezra.
Like, yeah, it's that scenario of like, please, please, oh no.
Please,
We need
please.
you.
Yeah, everything that you guys used against these guys, including your fists, Matashtai,
Oh god!
Are-
Oh, get it off!
like
Get
they're
up.
coated in this thin, viscous kind of like jelly that is just putrid. It smells like you took like a dead cow's stomach and filled it with rotten fish and then let it sit
Alright, I
somewhere
got that
in
it's
the
bad,
sun
but damn.
for multiple days. It's bad. Like, it's real bad.
I am moving very far away after pulling out the Staff of Healing.
Sounds good.
How are you looking, Ashes? I can't see your health.
Can't see his health because he's okay.
Oh, okay. Alright,
So
well,
real quick,
I'm going to move into a kata dance and expend one charge on myself and one charge on Bones to heal using Cure
Ooh.
Wounds.
nice, from the staff.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, so you guys gain 300 experience from the ghasts, right? The
So that's on Bones.
undead
This is on me.
ghasts waiting or laying in wait.
Those
Nice.
are rough heals. Okay.
Okay, the 4 is kind of rough, but 6 health is nice. Okay, so Halathgark kind of goes rushing past the ghasts, right? Seeing how everyone else reacted to them, he kind of tries to make sure he gets out of there sooner rather than later, right? And let me actually give you guys, now that you're out of combat and you kind of can take a second to look around you, you see that pickaxes and hammers litter the floor, as do the gnawed bones, torn black robes, and rubber boots of a single humanoid body, which is notably missing its skull.
Was it maybe pilfered by a pair of goblins that maybe deal in such wares?
Where's the skull? Or where's the body? Right here?
Yeah, it's like down in the corner.
Okay. What's this orange dot on me? Is this the saving from smelliness?
Yeah. So we can
Okay.
remove that now. You're good. Ezra,
Alright.
you go like rushing past the bodies of the ghasts.
Do I have to make a save?
No, you're good. As long as you don't start your turn next to them, you're okay. So you do the whole like, oh god, go whoosh past real quick.
I'm a fairly stout person.
Sure. It's
I have the best Constitution save of everyone.
The
here.
good thing about the ghasts, right, is it isn't some sort of magical effect, right? It's just
it's just
literally
they're
that they're so
stinky.
decayed and putrid that a normal man's stomach is gonna turn as soon as he's that close to them. You know?
I've spent my entire life dealing with the royals and pull of wild magics within my body.
Sure, I believe you.
I mean, I think that's why.
I
they keep
imagine
that
that's-
proficiency.
Right? That's why. So, you guys can see the chamber that you're in extends eastward. Like I said, there are mining picks, pickaxes and hammers littering the floor. Would you guys like to venture forth?
Does the body missing a head have like lightning bolt marks around its neck?
No, but it's wearing rubber boots.
Let's take the rubber boots.
Okay.
You never know when you might need rubber boots.
You take
Yeah.
these rubber boots from the corpse. They're probably about how big are your feet, Matashtai?
I don't know. They're pretty average. Maybe like 10.5, 11s.
They're probably about 3 sizes too small for you then.
Damn.
They're a little on the dainty side.
Oh, it's a lady skeleton.
Would they fit Ezra?
They might, actually.
I hand Ezra the dainty rubber boots. Do they have like worn off polka dots on them? Because that'd be perfect.
No, they've got that. They're just these slick black rain boot or rubber boots, right? But they have the little, I don't know, like the little ridge on them that goes all the way up and down the thing. Like it's an extra little hump of rubber that's there for no reason other than being decorative.
So if we can take 10 minutes, I can see if this is something that. Oh, actually, it's never mind. Can't do virtual. I'm a sorcerer. Haha. Yeah. So I'm gonna use my Hasmaketa,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Detect Magic on myself,
Okay.
and I'm gonna see if there's anything magical on the skeleton.
There are a couple of magical things nearby, and none of them are things that are on skeleton, including the
Okay.
boots.
Are the magical things on my allies?
Yeah, they're absolutely the things that are already on you and your allies.
Do I have a limit of how many times I can use the Hasmaketa in a day?
Yeah, it only has, I believe, 3 charges.
I don't think you ever.
Yeah, so it has 3 charges, so it can store up to 3rd level spells in it, but each level of a spell uses a single charge. So if you had a 3rd level spell stored in it and you use that 3rd level spell, then that takes all 3 charges for the day. Or you could use 3 1st level spells.
Oh, so I have to charge it every day?
Huh? No. So the spells that are stored, it's like the spells that are stored on it are imprinted on it, and you select from those 3 imprints what you want to use your charges on. So, for Detect Magic is 1st level, right? So Detect Magic would have taken. So the Detect Magic is still in the House Narketa, right? It doesn't go away, but you lose 1 charge and it'll recharge the next.
So because of my mage armor and detect magic,
So you got 1 more.
Yeah. Okay. That I need to track that.
Gotcha. Sorry about that.
Nope, we're good. We're working through things, boys.
All right,
So-
what are we doing? We're fucking moving forward, investigating.
We're
Sounds
heading
good.
east.
So,
Hell yeah!
as you
Hallis,
guys,
we're heading east. Hallis, look, it goes east.
yeah, he kind of grumbles and says, "Yay!"
Oh no.
And it
no.
starts to
There
turn
ain't no making him happy.
south.
Shit.
Yeah, right. That you guys go east for a little while, and then the room starts to turn south. And as you guys turn the corner, this is what you see. You see that there is an exposed bit of stonework here with a thick vein of bluish green metal. Laying on the ground before the vein is a scrap of parchment with writing on it.
Ezra,
I
go.
will-
Let's read it.
I whispered to Ezra. Ezra, go convince him that it's fine. There's just a minor problem here, and to calm down. Go, Ezra, go.
I step
Make sure
towards
you ask him
Alice.
how he is too.
Yeah, acknowledge his feelings.
Excuse me, sir.
I go over to the parchment.
Okay.
How are you feeling? We have done some purging and cleansing, and
Purging. Yep.
and we are making our way towards your fellows. Are you feeling well?
I feel like I'm held here against my will.
I mean, that kind of comes with. That doesn't matter. They're scoping it out. Just hoping you can have some more patience and keep on coming, and we'll get you to your friends. We'll get you to the people you're looking for, and we'll help you deal with them.
You're an odd one, aren't you?
I've been told that before.
Kind of like, he just shakes his head and he moves to like push past you. Meanwhile,
You hear an audible sigh.
Meanwhile, Matashtai, you rush up to this parchment and snatch it up off the ground, and you see day 10. With lightning and copper wires, I have created a pack of ghouls. Hal was not impressed. He says I'm not ready for Dwemercore and its arcane secrets. I'll show him. His flesh golem has given me an idea for a trap more devious than any Hal could devise. Lightning. Is there anything it can't do? That's all that's on the
Ezra
parchment.
secretly how?
Just kind of, I want to inspect this metal in the rocks. This looks cool.
Okay, so it's this bluish green tinted metal. Have we talked about this? Does Matashtai have any interest or backstory in mining or metalworking or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. Then you can roll me a general intelligence.
Ooh, I'm very smart. Oop, not with advantage. So, just a cool 5.
You have no idea why someone came in here. No, I was gonna say you have no idea why someone came in here and painted these rocks, but you're not
Oh,
dumb.
God.
You're not.
I'm a dumb.
You're not stupid. You just can't identify this particular ore. You know, Ashes. If you are interested or would like to try, you definitely can. This is not like a only Matashtai can. So if anyone who is interested in identifying this is more than welcome to. Just
I'm only interested
Let me
in
throw in
bone
my
and bone
negative
adjacent.
intelligence as well to see if I do any better.
aha.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, you guys. I mean, you're not metal workers. You're not miners. You're not dwarves. You're not merchants who have interest in the precious metals or anything like that. It's some ore.
As Haleth and I round the corner, or
Sure.
at least as Ezra rounds the corner, can he see the letter or note?
The letter?
Or
I mean, as long as Matashtai is not like hiding it, sure, absolutely. All we heard was and then your mouth moved, but we heard nothing of what that was.
I show it to it.
Okay.
I read it fervently.
Okay.
Do I recognize the handwriting?
Yeah, it's the exact same handwriting as you found on the other pieces of parchment further north.
A copy pasta on what the.
Sure. Yeah.
Is this
I give
ore
you copy
like
pasta.
free, or would it have to be mined?
There's some small chunks that you could pick up, but if you wanted anything substantial, you would have to actually do some mining.
Oh, well, I don't know anything about mining, but I'll take some free chunks.
Sure. You can.
As I see them
couple small chunks.
investigating this metal, do I recognize it as anything of actual value?
Roll me again. I don't think you have a background in mining or anything like that. So general intelligence check.
I definitely do not. Only bone and bone adjacent.
Oh!
No, unfortunate.
None of us know.
Yeah, it's
That 22 is taunting me.
it's something.
Yeah, whatever. How much crap can I get?
Say a couple handfuls.
A couple handfuls.
Three
Okay.
fistfuls. 3 fist-sized chunks. We'll say that.
Fist size. Okay. Fist-sized chunks. Got it. Of something.
Of bluish green metal.
Of bluish
Ooh, is it out of
I
green
believe
metal.
isn't copper the only kind of metal that can turn green? Like
I have
when it,
no
like,
goddamn
oxidizes?
idea. I'll be honest with you. I have no goddamn idea. Zap does not know, and Bones does not know.
Yeah, I don't know shit about
Also, there's a giant copper room not far from here, and the note mentions copper.
Why are you so smart, Jay?
Yeah, whatever. I leave.
Okay. All right. So Haleth comes around the corner and he snarls and he says, "Ah, we wasted our time."
Sorry.
Hey, look,
And
it went east
he
for a little bit.
stomps off, right?
All right. How, just if you think that going down that tunnel towards Laughing Voices is the way, we can do it.
If you think it's dangerous, fine, but we have other directions we could go.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
going that direction
Instead of
now.
going further south, which is obviously not the right direction.
It could have been.
So, all right, we're either going down the crazy laughing hallway, or we're going back to the Goblin Market and heading south.
Okay.
What's your pick?
Was there another option? Oh, there was another option out of.
Out of the
Isn't
Goblin
there a
Market.
door?
So where do
There's
you
a
guys-
door on
where do you
the
guys wanna
other
go?
side, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out.
Let's go back to the Goblin Market and just head out that door then.
All right. If you guys
Isn't
are,
there a
if
door
you
like way in the kitchen area?
Yeah, but that goes west, and I'm pretty sure Helith will kill us.
Yeah,
so
but what if it
nobody
loops? It
move.
loops around.
Nobody move. I'm just gonna move you guys.
Okay.
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 'Cause if you guys are just all heading back in the direction in the intent of going up to the, so this is where you would stop, right? You'd be like, oh yeah, there's that door to the west, right? In the kitchen. So do you guys want to investigate that, or are you just nope, don't want to piss off Haleth? Keep going back to the Goblin Market. What's your
Probably don't
decision?
wanna piss him
The,
off,
the
I
way
guess.
I like to look at it is like, yes, he's on a timer. Yes, he's very impatient. If we just put up with it, we can maybe get his shit taken care of, and then we can come back to these places and take it at a slower pace.
We're not gonna finish his ass up on this floor. You know that.
Well, true.
He's gonna plague us for days and months to come.
Plague you. For
Just
days and
imagine
months.
finishing his quest line is going to give us like an entire level worth of experience. It's going to be worth
I
it.
doubt that seriously. It's gonna be
No,
like
It's gonna be like 200 experience.
Ooh. Ooh.
200 experience for putting up with this guy for IRL months.
Goodness
Yeah, let's just go
gracious.
back to the goblin market. Fuck it.
Okay, so if you guys are going back to the goblin market, that's fine. The distance is not that great, but assuming that you travel from the mining area all the way up through the lab rooms and then back to the goblin market, I'm going to move you guys up here. But I am also going to take up the tension pool to 4.
If we pass my boys, I'll just let them know what's down there. You know, maybe they don't need to go all the way. I mean, if
You
they
don't.
want to, they just
You absolutely do not pass your boys. In fact, as you're coming back into the goblin market, you see Hibble and Groin basically leaned up against a pillar with bowls. It looks like they're eating some sort of stew or something, and they're basically they have their feet pushed together and they're chatting back and forth at each other.
I give him the what the hell look. Just like,
Hey,
Sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
what?
what the hell?
What the hell? What the hell?
We were just out. I thought you were getting a group together.
Oh yeah, we're doing that.
What the hell?
Look, we can't eat.
I've done come back. I'm back again.
Did you kill anything?
Yes.
Anything good?
And, undead stuff. Mound of flesh.
Ooh. Any good skulls?
Oh, hey. Here you go. I have half of one right here. And I'll hand them the shards of the electric skull. And I'll explain to them.
They wave their hands away. We don't want that. Look at it. It's all broken up.
It's
That's
broken,
crappy.
but you know what it was originally? An electric
skull?
flying skull.
How y'all feel about a
They look at you disbelieving.
metal infused skull?
Like someone stuck a spike in a skull?
Or like a
And
plate?
Yeah, ish. Yeah, hey, yeah, there's like, I don't know, 10 skulls that way.
10 skulls. Okay.
Yeah. Follow the cat marks.
Cat marks. All right.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, tell some of your boys to bring pickaxes.
We'll get it taken care of. Pickaxes?
Yeah, pickaxes.
For what?
Or, my dude, or.
Or what?
They look at each other and they're like, you can see Pibble's like, what do I care about ore? But Groin's like, little business on the side.
Side business.
Right? So that may or may not happen. You have no idea.
All right, well,
right?
I mean, yeah, that's up to y'all. See you later.
Where are you going?
South.
I walk by one of the stalls and I slap down the skull shards. Be like, magical skull shards. You can get good money for this.
What if that reforms in this market?
I think 50 goblins can take him.
I don't. I think they
How
were
many
all
goblins
die
do
at
you
once.
think a
Oh,
flaming skull can
Jesus.
take?
So you stop at this this southernmost stall, and you slap him down, and the goblin goes, "Z's will buy this. Z's will buy this definitely. 3 copper.
Deal.
Okay,
I had.
you didn't even
3
haggle. 3 copper,
You could have haggled for 2 platinum.
probably.
Bullshit.
They're pretty dumb. All right,
Do they have 2 platinum?
No,
probably not now.
absolutely.
Yeah,
not.
I don't. That's a
Yeah.
suspect number for them.
I don't believe it. All right, so you guys make your way through the Goblin Market to the southern portion, and there are 2 guards there, right? And they kind of like scowl at you as you come walking up, and they're like, "Where you go?"
Jake, did
That
you
way.
take the rubber boots?
I thought you took them.
Well, like I asked him if he wanted to wear them. I don't remember what he said.
I don't have a bag of holding, and I would not have carried them with me.
Put them on.
Yeah, you wear them.
I would not have put them on.
Well, I guess that answers the question.
Well, fine. I'm gonna go sell. What's his name? Zeke.
Z's.
Z's. I'm gonna sell Z's some rubber boots.
I don't want no rubber boots. Those suck. Get those out of here.
You suck. I put them back in the bag and I walk away.
You hear
suck.
you hear another goblin from across the way. I'll buy them. Zaz loves rubber boots.
Where?
And then
where's
you-
the rubber
then
boot
you-
man?
then you
I'm like-
hear-
I'm like wandering through the bazaar.
It says
trying
this
to
guy
find
over
a
here to the
rubber
right,
boots person.
right? And he kind of like he turns as you're walking over. You hear him. He turns and you hear him ask the nearest goblin. Goes, "What's rubber?"
These. I drop them on the stall.
Ooh! And he immediately like puts his arm inside and reaches around and puts his other arm inside and he goes
Is that right?
clack clack
That right
clack.
there, that's how you
These
use
are
them. That's how you
great!
use them. They're noisemakers.
And he goes. I'm actually gonna do this one.
Come on, get your 2 platinum out of it.
Oh. 4 silver.
2 gold.
Pretty good.
6 copper.
8 silver.
1 gold.
Deal.
Success.
You
Sell
got
the
a
rubber
free
boots for
trip
1
out
gold.
dungeon
I can now get out of the dungeon.
Yeah, you can now
at
leave.
no cost.
Okay. So you
Alright, I head
guys
back down to the door.
spend a few moments. The guards at the door, they're annoying, right? And they cling their spears, but they don't care. They just make a show of force, right? They're like, "Where you think you going?" And they look around to see if anyone else is
Yeah.
watching, right? And no one really is. So they're like, whatever.
Okay, bye. I draw a kitty face with an arrow.
Okay. Kitty face with an arrow. Roll 20 has white screened on me, so I'm reloading.
Gotcha.
I can't go through the door. It's closed.
I know you. I'm sorry, my friend.
Would
Would it be super cool if I could just like give you interactive
Ooh.
powers so you could like.
Ooh, Zach, do that thing where you just like push against the door repeatedly
Until
until
you-
you break through.
Don't do it.
Okay.
I swear to God, don't do it.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
just
do
saying,
it.
I'm gonna power through.
Don't
With
do
our
it.
powers combined, we can
Hey,
break
I made it
doors.
into the wall. I made
Oh
it
yeah, I'm
into
in the wall too. Let's go.
Stop it!
It's-
I hide things in there. Damn it!
I'm in the wall. Oh, I'm through. I'm through.
We're through. We're through.
Oh my God! Where do
What's over here?
Oh, what is this?
you guys have clipped through the? God damn it!
I'm so lost.
If there was anything there, I would be so mad.
Where?
Zach,
Where's
stop
the-
moving!
I'm just traveling down this wall.
I don't know where I am. This is
I'm
a
lost.
giant room. It's so big.
It's
Down
not a
the
room.
longest tunnel ever.
You're in the wall. You're in the earth. You're on
Look, I
the
found
other
coffee
side
and
of the
token.
light.
Oh, I'm
Alright.
in another wall. Oh, damn, he got me.
Oh damn!
Oh
you
god,
got
I'm in
me.
blackness. I'm gone. I lost me.
Oh,
Forced
I
me to
lost
delete
you
you.
too.
No, you deleted me.
You killed yourselves.
like
You guys just phased into the wall. You're dead. You're gone. Please
Reroll.
roll new characters. Ezra and
Alright.
Ashes. We'll get started on the adventure here in a little bit. I'm sorry you guys are gonna have to wait.
It's not my fault that the system is broken, okay?
Yeah, I don't
Not
know.
our fault we can phase through walls.
I don't know why it does that.
I was told
You
to
guys
do
are
it.
tiny.
So
Oh
I
my
did.
god!
I can't believe it actually works.
Yeah.
I found
Because like as
Copper's
soon
dead
as
body.
you got through, my token followed right through with you.
Yeah, you did find his
We're
dead body,
through!
didn't you? All right. Okay.
Yep.
So, you guys
think I made
go
it to the
through
GM
the
later.
door.
I can't. I see inky blackness. Oh, wait, never mind. I see things. I'm back. Did you close up the? You didn't close it up. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, we
all
go.
I see is dark. Oh, there I am. Okay.
All right.
Okay,
So
we're in.
you guys step out of the goblin market and into a long hallway.
Wow. All right. Well, use my shot.
And
I'll go a reasonable distance and just stop and wait.
as you guys move down this hall, see frescoes cover the walls
Are they all
of this hall, leading up to this four-way intersection. They depict shield dwarves at work. Unexpectedly, Bones.
What kind of work are they doing? Are they smithing? Are they
Unexpectedly,
mining?
Yes, I'm unexpected. It is not. I'm not expecting whatever.
there is movement to your left, and you whirl right at the ready,
I whirl on them.
and you see the images moving. They have come to life. They roll and stack barrels. They carve blocks of stone, drink from stone tankards, and so forth.
Damn, it's like
One
Harry Potter.
dwarf pulls on the sleeve of another and points towards you. Another group of dwarves on the other side wave up at you. Still another catches your eye, bent over at a work table, tinkering slightly with something. He turns, gives you a smile, and winks.
Damn, I want to see what Winky's
Freaking
doing.
cool.
So all around you on these walls are these living frescoes depicting shield dwarves, the dwarves of Valerkin, living their daily lives, working, crafting.
And these walls have gone unmolested?
No, there are cracks and scratches and missing pieces here or there. You see there are like remnants of maybe paint or graffiti or something like that. But as you're looking at this, right, you see us, like, for instance, you see a bashed in portion of the fresco. You see two dwarves standing side by side with pickaxes hammering into it, and slowly but surely as they slam their pickaxes into it, it refills.
No.
They're repairing it from the inside out.
That was weird. Magic's
Weird.
Wow, I've never seen this before. The way they move. We should call it a movie.
Yeah, agreed. They are moving.
You also find yourself now, right, at a four-way intersection. There is a pathway, the hall, and these frescoes, right? They continue onwards to the east, north, and south.
Oh man, there's so many ways to go.
As you kind of come here, you do see there is a short little hall up here to the there's a short little hall up here to the north.
Okay.
And trying to see real quick. Matashtai and Bones, you can see to the south, right? This hall turns further eastward.
Yep, sure can.
At this point, Haleth kind of stops and he like clutches his chest. He puts his other hand against the wall.
Oh.
And he opens, his head pops up and his eyes
You smell toast? Burnt
burn. right? Literally, like you see little fires lit in his eyes, and he stares off into the distance.
Okay, which way, boy?
East?
Which way?
He,
Yeah.
he doesn't respond. He just kind of holds there. And about, assuming nothing happens, about 45 seconds later, his head turns slightly towards you, Ashes. Like he's looking at you.
Yeah.
Stands.
And then there's a moment, and you realize he's not looking at you, he's looking through you. And then his head turns again, and he does the same thing, but he kind of does it to Bones, right? He's kind of looking through. And then a few seconds
Did it
later,
split
right,
up?
his head dips, and he shakes his head and
You okay, Fred? You gonna make it?
yes.
Yes.
One is to the southeast, the other further east.
They're both on this level.
Heal them.
Then we need to hurry before they get away.
You can tell which one's
Any
closer.
preference?
Really?
All right, southeast or east?
Let's go due east then.
East it is. Let's go.
You guys
2, 3, 4,
continue
5, 6.
down this eastward
Jesus.
tunnel,
He's just booked it down the hall.
right?
Right,
4, 5, 6.
And as you head down this tunnel, right, you find yourselves approaching, like you follow these frescoes, right? And you find yourselves approaching this collapsed, rubble-strewn area. So let me bring up my notes really quick. So you can see up here into the north, right? This room that you can see into is partially caved in, but someone or something has bored tunnels through the collapsed sections. Granting...
What is it? What is the? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. What does the tunnel look? Is it rough hewn? Is it smooth?
No. So yeah, it's cut and carved and chopped and hacked, right? It's not like a boring. It is, but it's not like a smooth bore. It's not like a drill or something like that, right?
Look like
Cut and carved and hacked by like man-made.
yeah.
If it was man-made, it was done roughly and quickly.
Quickly, yeah. I see.
So there is a thin tunnel kind of hacked through here to the north of you, and then there is another tunnel winding eastwards that curves south. And
So he said-
the area, right, the floor, the chamber, everything is covered in dust and debris. There's scatters of stone and rubble all over the place.
Okay, so he said that he felt like someone was this way. Does it look to me like anyone has come through here?
Yeah,
Not
can we check for some footprints through the
Oh
dust?
yeah, let's get some survival
Yeah,
boys.
like dust and shit.
Yeah. Give me some
Yeah, I'm getting
survival
on that.
checks. Anybody who
You,
wants
do you
in
want to?
can.
Do you want me to help you, or do you? Want me to
Do you
separate
have
roles?
good survival?
Check. I think mine's
I have-
decent.
You would know that I am a survivalist and I have +8.
I would help you then.
Sure.
Okay,
We're smelling.
25.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there are some faint tracks here, and they go hither and yon all about. But they're old, right? The newest are maybe several days old. Nothing in like recent hours.
Several days old. Which way do they the several days old, which way do they go?
How big are the prints?
They range in size. Some of them are all small, obviously goblinoid footprints, right?
Okay.
Yeah, disregard.
But then there are plenty of booted prints, and then there are some kind of like larger barefoot prints.
Barefoot.
Like-
Okay.
Like
Bugbear, maybe?
Bigfoot motherfucker. Something like that.
Maybe more Ettins.
Ettins.
Maybe not that Bigfoot.
Oh, okay.
Just a
well,
dude with really big feet.
I squeezed through here.
Okay. You squeeze up north, you see a door, right?
Back 'em
You
up.
see another tunnel carved kind of eastwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Haleth kind of follows through with you, right? Still kind of like he's flagging behind, right? He's kind of like still clutching his chest, and every time you guys stop for more than a moment, he kind of like leans up against a wall.
All right.
Like, does he at least seem, aside from seeming like tired, does he seem all right? Does his body whole?
His body's whole, but he seems like he's having issue.
Is there anything I can do for you, friend? You seem out of sorts.
It feels like the closer we get, the less control I have.
Okay.
It burns. Something hurts.
I'll offer him my water skin if you want to take a drink out of my water skin.
Kind of just waves it away.
All right. Just stand strong. We'll get there.
Hector says, "Hang tough." I check this door.
Can I try to... I don't know if this would work. And maybe he won't like it and it'll go poorly. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and speak into his mind. And I'd like to sing him one of the Adar Mountain Range folk songs from my land.
Okay.
To try and keep his mind off of...
Sure. So
losing
is
control.
this more of like a soothing melody, or is it like a folkish
Yeah.
melody, like a jaunty tune type thing, or
It's a love tale of two youngsters from the mountains.
Gotcha. So this is some like sad shit where they threw themselves over a cliff type.
No.
crap.
It was a happy story.
Okay.
No.
Gotcha.
Happy story.
Some Romeo and Juliet.
Happy story. Happy. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So I don't think your performance really is what matters here. I think it's just a general power of charisma. So just roll me a straight charisma check.
Okay.
It's not a high DC because he's not angry at you. He's not resisting. But
Not terribly charismatic, so we'll see what happens.
hmm.
It's so close to a 17 too.
Yeah, you begin, right? And he doesn't immediately like shut you out or anything like that, but a few seconds in, he raises his hand and he says, "Please, it just makes it harder to concentrate."
Sure. My bad. Just trying to help.
And he kind of like nods, grits his teeth, right?
All right. Which way are we going?
Checking the door.
The door. You're listening at the door. You hear nothing. You give it a once over, right? Check the lining of it and everything like that. Which, by the way, to make this clear, so that we're aware of this in the future, checking a door is not a quick process. If you're actually like checking it for traps and everything like that, you actually have to
Yeah.
go through and like check the lining of it and everything like that. It doesn't take like minutes, but it takes a little chunk of time. right?
I understand that. I'll be explicit when I'm being fast.
So okay, I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, as you take a few moments to check the door, it doesn't seem trapped. This door does seem very tightly sealed, though. This is probably an airtight seal.
That's ominous. Okay.
Do you need? Is it locked?
I don't know. Is it locked?
Ezra, are you in the other hall for a reason? You gonna get abducted one day, buddy. They gonna come snatch you.
You get snatched while all of us are in another room.
Yeah, because
We'll
I'm
never
the
know what
only
happened
one
to
that
it.
ever does that.
No, but
If
I'm
it's
gonna
not,
say,
okay,
I'm gonna
if
say it
it's
to
not
everyone.
locked, I'm gonna try and open it.
So there is this. It has this kind of like little lever handle, which is odd in that you've seen this a few times in the dungeon, but more often than not, they're kind of like just pull handles. This is actually kind of like a latch. So as you press down on it, you do hear this click of some sort of mechanism, and the door does kind of like, you hear this kind of as the seal breaks, and you pull it open.
Real. Yes.
Yeah, pull it open.
Okay.
It's real ominous, but I'm checking it anyway.
You have finally released me from my prison of centuries.
It's me, the real Halaster.
So
I'm free.
you pull the door open, Bones,
Get to jiggling.
and you see just this massive chamber, right? Just incredibly large, 30-foot high room, and there are multiple doors, right, leading out of this room. But there's these kind of like weird walls that jut out, that kind of section the room off. The walls are carved with frescoes depicting horrific cyclopean cities of black stone submerged beneath raging seas. Okay? And
Can you describe that one? It was.
It's like a hellish cityscape with these crazy like massive buildings, right? But it's all underneath this raging sea.
Like the tops of the buildings are out of the water, and the
No,
sea
like
is
the tops of
raging through it?
the tops of the buildings, so you see like normal sized buildings, and you see like people like in the frescoes, right? But then you see these massive buildings, and then beyond that, above the tops of the massive buildings are these raging waves and lightning strikes and everything.
Oh, so it's a city under the water. Okay.
You also see that there is no trace of dust or debris.
Oozes.
Alright, I get the 10-foot pole out. I put it in front of me, just like this. I hold it in front of me like this, so I walk forward.
Okay.
I'm going in, but I'm
You going
10-foot
in?
pole.
Okay. So how far do you go in?
That far.
Okay.
10-foot pole.
10-foot
I
pole.
thought
Sweep
directly
around,
behind
like just
him.
like this.
Sweep.
Swinging around.
10-foot pole catches nothing, right? Haleth kind of limps over, puts his arm next to the door.
And seals us in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like we're going the right way. He's
getting worse.
So, you keep moving forward, inch by inch, sweeping.
Sweeping. Yeah, I go 10
Sweeping.
more feet forward.
You go 10 more feet forward, and you begin to sweep around, and
I grab his shoulder.
Bones,
Yes.
you see
I see things, guys. I say,
I see.
as you are a perceptive
yeah, I don't
boy.
know how that happened. I'll be honest with you. Oh yeah, I do, because I'm fucking expertise in perception.
Right? Yep. You see
Steel Team 6.
a 15 feet up in the air over here
Oh, good.
is a floating skull
Great.
sheathed in what looks to be like glass.
Okay.
And then you see a ripple as a massive thing moves towards you along with the skull. I need everyone to go ahead and select their
shit.
tokens and roll for initiative.
All right. That's that's not 10 feet away from me.
Jeremy?
What a-
Huh?
That
No,
is
no, no. I'm
accept-
saying it's catching you guys by surprise. It's taking a surprise action. So everyone roll initiative. It's gonna try to do its move into you thing, and then we're gonna go.
Ooh, not my
No,
fastest.
it
Oh,
was
shit.
it was
Double
up
digit.
here. It was
Hell
up
yeah.
here as you saw it, and now it's like rushing towards you.
I see. Understood.
So
Glad we
And-
don't.
So yeah, you guys see this
Battle music.
immense. I'm getting there. You see this immense gelatinous cube come streaking across.
Yeah,
Now that
gelatinous
it's
cubes have
moving,
them,
it
though.
is enough for you guys to
Bones.
actually see. So, Bones, I need a dexterity or a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
Roger. 22.
Mhm. Ooh, very nice. So, here's the thing. This thing goes... moves its speed. And, oh, actually, sorry, it's not just
That
bones.
was cool.
So it's actually 5. Damn it, just do 30. Okay, so I'm gonna do this real quick because I think this is gonna make this way easier. So I'm gonna do that. Save. Yeah, we can. Okay, so let me set permission so you guys can actually see this. So to make sure that we're all on the same page, here, let me change the color. Do a better color. We'll
I mean, I can see
we'll
that.
do blue. If you're in the aura, the little blue aura, that's the cube. It's not the circle, it's the blue aura, because this thing is a giant square. Okay? So I also need a dexterity saving throw from Matashtai and Ashes.
That thing got all up in.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's huge.
Dex.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm gone.
You are all gone. Okay, so on a successful save, you can choose to be pushed 5 feet back or to the side of the cube. So all of you get to choose to be pushed because you succeeded. You get to choose to be pushed 5 feet back or to the side of the cube. Bones, you are too
Oh, that
far
would
into
just
the
be here
cube
or
to
there.
get out. So this is the perks of being a giant or a gargantuan gelatinous cube is
Oh, I have to go back.
The big.
they get real fucking up in your business. So even though you are able to dodge away from it, Bones, it's so massive that you're not able to dodge far enough away for it to not glom you, basically. So, but you are going to take reduced damage because of your success. So, you take half of 10. So you take 5 acid damage, and you're right on the edge of the gelatinous cube now. Okay, so let me roll initiative
Okay.
for it real quick. What? I was not on it, my bad.
Heads up.
There we go. Say what?
Music seems broken. It's just me.
Oh, did it stop?
I'd like to.
Oh
can I
no,
use my
it
reaction-
just hit a really quiet point. Sorry.
Can I use my reaction to move 15 feet, please?
Yeah,
If he's
absolutely.
ending his turn.
Hmm?
I'm not like stuck inside him, right?
No, because well, hold up.
I mean, because if I just want to know if I have movement or not.
No, you are restrained. Sorry.
All right, never mind then.
Yep. Okie dokie. Sort. Ezra. Top of the round. It is you.
Oh boy, that's a big boy. That's a big boy, guys.
What?
Oh boy. Don't forget that slashing and lightning is really bad, and if you punch it, it punches back.
As he runs away.
I ran
I have
away.
no
while
I only have slashing damage, no matter what I do.
Oh.
Can
Where
you
I...
use a spear?
13.
Where were you?
Not really.
'Cause that
You
should
can't use a
be
spear?
that should be
I
different.
mean, I might be. What am I proficient in?
That should be 10, not 5.
I'm gonna have to look.
All martial weapons.
Where were
simple
you?
and martial.
You were right there.
I was
were
right
in the door?
in the door.
As you
'Cause I got
as
fists
you
for
rush
days,
away,
dog.
a giant-sized pseudopod goes and tries to punch you in the back. It tries to donkey punch you in the head.
Yeah.
Because
Makes it feel better.
it should be updated. This thing has a 10-foot reach. So 10 foot, but it still swings like a bitch. So 15.
Yep.
Okay, so you get splashed. Basically, it just like hits you in the back as you're rushing away, and it just sizzles the backside of your shoulders. 9 acid damage.
Ow, 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 ow.
And then you turn and lash out with your chill touch, which definitely hits, and slashes deep into it. But it's
It can't
really
heal,
big.
bitch.
It cannot heal. That is true. All right. Okie dokie. Whose turn is it? Bones, you're up. You are inside the cube, so you are
I'm
restrained.
restrained.
At the start of your turn, take a fair chunk of acid damage.
Sweet.
I'm gonna assume this guy is too big to flank.
You take 22 acid damage
What the
as literally your being begins to burn and sizzle inside of this cube. You are being removed from existence rapidly.
Sweet. Seems
This-
really fair since I took time to try and prevent that. But okay. What can I do?
You are able to make a strength check in order to try to get out.
What else?
You are restrained, so you can still attack, but your attacks have disadvantage, I believe.
Okay. Well, I will make a strength check to try and get out. Is it strength or athletics?
It says strength, but athletics should be the necessary thing.
6.
Is your athletics
Okay.
different from your strength?
Yes.
The
I'm
DC
proficient in
is
athletics.
12. That is not enough.
Okay. Well, probably gonna die, boys. Turn
Okie
over.
dokie. Next up is Matashtai.
Okay. See what I got here real quick. Yeah. I'm going to throw my arm into the cube and try to pull Bones out.
DC 12. Athletics check.
Athletics?
Yep.
Maybe I should be doing the yanking. Hell yeah!
So you stick your hand in. You take half because you're not being engulfed. So you take 8 acid damage as you plunge your arm in,
Good lord.
right? But you do grab onto Bones and just
Guys, legitimately
rip him
just
out
asking-
with this.
Real quick, just ask it. Fight or flight? Legitimate question.
Probably has like 7 HP. It's probably fine.
10-4.
700.
700 HP, yes.
So
Absolutely.
Where does that place Bones and me? Like, how does where's that?
You can put
where are we at?
Bones to the left or right of you.
I'm gonna put him to the left, just to.
Okay.
Can I travel through my allies as long as I don't stop there?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll put him to the left of me.
Okay.
You also
Okay.
didn't roll for Haleth again.
5, 10, 15.
Haleth
25,
seems
30, 35,
incapable
40,
of acting at the
45.
moment.
That is an invalid response.
That's I described things
I'm
to you.
going-
He seems very
So,
unable.
to be clear, is my
Okay.
action to
Approve.
pull him out?
Yeah, action to pull him out.
Like my bonus action to drink healing potion, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, I am to do so.
Okay.
So 2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay. And that will be the end of my turn.
Okie dokie. It is gelatinous cube time, and gelatinous cube is he wants to try to get the most people.
I mean, he can move 30 feet, yeah?
Not necessarily. I mean, he can move, and then he can use his movement from engulf. But he can't Roomba around and try to collect as many people as possible, right?
Oh, God,
He
that
has
was
to like when he uses engulf, he has to like move in to try to get people
Guys.
in that move. So like if he can get more than one person in that move, then he's golden. But
Million platinum idea. We collect gelatinous cubes, cup them up very small, and then sell them individually as slime buzz for people to put in their houses.
that's a fucking like
Oozbuzz.
that's a
Oh yeah,
that's
you
a-
got pets. This will take care of those.
that's a
Ain't
great
no
idea.
heroes
No
around
Actually,
more.
that's a wonderful idea.
No more of those.
Right?
ridiculous
Except
pet food, please.
here's
No
the
more
downside to that
veterinarian
idea.
things.
Here's the downside. Most medieval buildings, at least in this area, use a lot of wood in their construction. And these things destroy any organic material.
Then we would not sell them to casual folk. We would sell them to owners of castles.
Only
Eat
castle
the
owners.
rich.
The castle owners do not use rugs or carpets or wooden tables or anything like that.
What about dwarves?
Agreed.
Dwarves
Hey!
use
Maybe
a lot of
dwarves.
stonework.
All right, that's probably closer. Dwarves hate wood, right? Anyways, so this cube is trying to get it's going to try to get the most people that it can in a single go. So it's going to press into ashes and bones.
Mhm.
So I need ashes and bones to roll me dexterity saving throws.
I will be moving this way.
Guess I'll move this way.
Yep.
Do I
you
get an
both
attack of opportunity?
you both succeed. Yes, you do. A successful
I don't have-
save.
I don't have any weapons out, so I'm just punching him.
Okay, sounds good.
I miss him.
Gotcha.
Probably for the better.
Okay, so you both are able to dodge out of the way this time without issue. And since you are dodging out of the way, and it only moves its speed up to the point to where it can capture enough people. And since it captured, or had you both captured, it stopped moving. And that means you're able to dodge out of the way of it. So I think that's it for its turn. Ashes, you're up. I was trying to see if you take any half damage or anything like that, but you don't.
I'm going to be using my bonus action to cast
Can't remember,
Searing
do
Smite on
cubes?
myself.
Cubes do damage if you.
I don't know.
Sorry, is there something?
No, I was
said-
sorry. I was thinking for me.
He was musing.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
All right, so bonus action, Searing Smite.
Searing Smite.
and
See that
I
bitch.
still have Rite of Frozen up.
Okay.
So despite my better judgment, I'm going to attack
All right.
for 15.
15 hits. Absolutely. You ease like
All right.
it's almost impossible to miss this thing. It is a giant block of
Sorry, I
jelly.
didn't mean to roll that again. So there's that, and then
Okay.
that is
Antipode.
a hit roll.
Antipode. That is a pretty bad roll. But that's
yeah.
another 4
So,
damage.
As I cleave through the slime, crystals form through the slash that then erupt into flame. And now the
He on fire.
he should be on fire.
Okay. What does the
And
fire
it's
do?
con-
Oh, so he
At
burns
the
each
start of
turn?
his turn, he takes burning damage, but he can make a Constitution saving throw to put it out.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Constitution shaming.
Shaving
throw.
throw.
He's
Shame! Shame!
I have one more attack.
very good. That's a hit.
19.
Yep.
And that just has the normal frozen.
You guys are
no-
pretty sure the only way you can miss this thing is if you critically fail.
Okay, cool. So
Uh,
another 15, unless he. Well,
Yeah. You
like
carve
that's a
into this
challenge,
thing.
Jeremy.
It does not seem to resist you in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
okay.
You're just.
And then I will back away 20 feet, provoking an opportunity of attack.
Yes, you do provoke an attack of opportunity. So
AC,
it
18.
lashes out at you
It
and
misses.
whiff.
I
Okay.
in turn.
In turn, Ezra, you're up.
Oh boy. He's coming. Guys, he's
Oh, Lord,
definitely
he's coming.
coming.
Oh, lordy, coming.
Do not do that.
That's not what you do? Okay,
No.
gotcha. Ooh, chill touch. Gotcha. Okay. So you lash out with another chill touch. Shaving more, right? And you actually do like kind of shave some of the jelly off of the cube. It flops off, right? Hits the ground, sizzles, pockmarks the
As I
stone.
back up even further, because I know the ooze could find its way through this doorway, and it terrifies me.
Ah. Bones, you're up.
Okay.
He already used his reaction.
I'm a rogue. That doesn't.
Except
actually matter.
he is
That's true.
a gargantuan gelatinous cube, and he has 20 reactions. You don't know.
Wow, better than a
Yeah,
Mirrorless. That's impressive.
I'll drink a potion.
Okay. Bonus action, drink a potion.
What is it? 2d4 plus 4.
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, yummy. So plus 4 HP.
Wait. Oh yeah.
Is it-
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2, right? Because the other one
yeah,
is
whatever.
44 plus 4, isn't it?
Yep.
Sure.
I believe so.
2d4 plus 2, 44 plus 4, 8d8 plus 8, 20d4 plus 10.
20, 50,000, you're fully healed. Fuck off.
Well, now I can't get sneak attack, so I'll just move away.
Also,
Okay.
it costs you like 150 gold for.
Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2.
So you start moving away. Gotcha.
Yeah. And I guess
Uh,
I'll fucking whip my storm boomerang at it. I don't know.
Sure. Okay.
Be stormed.
Storm. Did not mean to double click that. It hits.
Okay.
And you still have charges, right? This is the first time you've used it in a while.
Yeah, I haven't used it in a while.
So it should be fully recharged after the time that you've spent up top.
Yeah.
So it hits, and there's a thunderous as it kind of goes off. And this thing is not immune to being stunned, so DC of 10.
Yeah, I just rolled something. I subtracted the extra 2, Mitch.
Hey, it's not.
Oh, gotcha.
It is not stunned.
Go, turnover.
Awesome. Okay, so again, this thing's intelligence is pretty low, so all it really wants to do
well,
is
first- might want to check and see if
Wait,
it.
yeah,
Oh,
hold
yeah,
on,
yeah,
hold on.
burn. Bernie boy.
How's it going before me?
Because I hate you and I skipped you accidentally. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was not
I was
intentional.
Like, what the fuck? It's gone twice.
Was not intentional at all. My bad.
I mean, if you're gonna throw shade at him and say that you hate him, and then you say you did it unintentionally, I feel like there wasn't enough hate.
Well, you know, little bitty itty hate. Matashtai, what would you like
I
to do?
feel like there's 100% chance this thing is gonna try and eat me now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say very close to 100.
So I'm gonna charge it,
Okay.
and
I'm gonna eat you first.
Hit me!
Power play.
Gotcha.
I'm actually going to pull out the Staff of Healing as my weapon,
Okay.
and I'm gonna whap this man.
Weapon. That's a hit. Yeah, sorry.
And then
nice.
I'm going to expend a key point to try and stun it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Jiggly ooze.
Jiggle, jiggles.
I like the
What's
magic
your
with
DC?
14.
14. Oh, your DC is actually pretty decent. Nope.
Damn.
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna whap it again.
Whappity, whappity, whappity.
Actually, I'm gonna do an unarmed strike this time.
Okay.
Oh,
And
no.
miss.
Please confirm that crit.
You know what's gonna happen if you confirm it, right?
I'm gonna suddenly end up inside of it or something. I don't know.
You do not confirm the crit. However, we'll check. Okay. No, you're fine. I'm trying to reason within my mind how you unarmed strike this cube without taking some amount of damage.
Magic hands. Magic.
So I'm just hand waving it like he just hit really quick, or maybe he kicked it. He just skimmed it, right? He punched so hard that the wind hurt the cube, not his fist.
Yeah, there we go. I'm all
Right?
might.
It's magic.
Bonus action punch. Oh my
God
god.
Please confirm that crit.
Yep. Sure.
You kind of deserve this one. So this time you
Fucking
don't
hell. God damn it. I was
you
gonna
don't
get
punch
away too.
you don't punch quite fast enough. So you take 12 acid damage as you punch into the thing, and it burns the shit out of you.
Sure. Okay. I
That's
punch
it.
it again with flurry of blows.
Beat it to death.
I attempt to stun it again.
Okay, so another 10 damage. And your stun is a 14. Nope.
Jesus Christ.
Good
Okay.
gracious.
Unfortunato.
I run the fuck away.
Okay. Okay. And you don't provoke attacks. Oh, it hasn't gone again. It doesn't have a reaction, so it doesn't matter.
He took his reaction on me.
Okay, so how close? It's Gelatinous Cube's turn.
I'm
20,
assuming the DC
20.
for
Oh,
him
right.
burning is
Right.
whatever my spell DC is.
Yes, it
really-
is.
So it's going to be a 12 DC Constitution saving throw.
It's not burning.
He is no longer on fire.
Does he take the damage first and then check, or does he check
Um,
and then take the damage?
Oh,
No, that's the wrong one. That is branding. Searing is you make the save first, and then if you don't, you take damage. So he takes no damage.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good. Just wanted to double check. I didn't want to cheat you out of damage in case. Okie dokie. Is not smart boy. Goes for nearest thing. Unfortunately,
Oh shit! Is he gonna be able to squeeze in?
nearest thing is kind of in a tight
squeeze
quarters,
towards you.
and he
Oh,
can't.
God.
He can't really squeeze in. You do see it kind of like full on touch
Oh,
into the
oh,
thing,
no.
and it kind of.
Oh no! No!
But that's a little too slow for it. So instead, a series of pseudopods shoots out from the gelatinous cube. in
Cart.
order to try to catch you. It's like one of those attachments on your vacuum where you got to get into the tight spaces, right? That's what this is. Except it's 4 of them.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
Guess what doesn't hit me?
You should be really glad that they do not hit you, because that would have been a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah.
So you see these little
Only
pseudopods go
51 points.
right. Okay, very nice. Ashes, it's your turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's got freaking reach.
Yep.
Gummit. Fine. I'm gonna step up then, like a trap. I'm a cornered rat, and I'm gonna cast Branding Smite on myself. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
And what is my radiant hold? There it is. Just making sure I get that right. And attack.
That's a hit.
Crystalline. He takes an additional 7 damage.
What's this one do?
He lights up.
So that's the description for Crystalline. He just lights up.
Yeah. Well, no, it's there.
Well, you had this description for the other one, so I was expecting
yeah.
something this time around.
So basically, it's much similar to Antipode, but instead of the ice shattering into flame, it shatters into radiant light.
Okay.
And
So you slash out, and these little blossoms of ice fill up into the cube, and then they blossom in radiant light, and the whole thing kind of shivers and quakes and collapses and splooshes across the ground. And that glass-covered skull hits the stone and goes ting 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 ting. And it's dead.
We did it!
guys, I think I got it.
Yay, DPS check fights. Because that's all that
Oh,
was.
God.
Zach was 100% right on the call of the... It doesn't have that much
No,
HP. It
it only
just
has
deals
7.
a shit ton of damage. So as long as you can kill it before it kills you, you're good. It had, I think, let me recheck. It has 84 health.
Oh,
And
just
an
burned
8
down.
AC?
Huh?
And an 8 AC?
AC of 6.
6.
It's
good
pretty much
grief.
the only way you guys could miss is if you critically failed.
I
Which-
could have missed with
Really?
a melee attack.
Don't worry,
Oh,
I
with
got
a
you.
melee. Yeah, Mitch got us twice. Nice.
Without a critical fail, I could have missed.
Well, on your melee attack, sure, but when's the last time you did a melee attack?
I mean, you said that you needed a crit to fail.
Are
I
you
wanted to prove you wrong.
Are you gonna sass me, Jake?
Yes.
You gonna sass me?
Yeah.
Everyone else has been sassing you. I feel left
You gonna
out.
sass me? You were the favorite kid in class. You were the favorite student in class, but you
I
were
really was.
losing that privilege, sir.
But that means I'm not the coolest kid in class, and all the cool kids are picking on me because the teacher
Absolutely not.
likes me.
Antuin.
I feel like I'm reliving my childhood.
My bad spelling, sorry. 300
Oh,
experience
good
for
figures.
the gargantuan gelatinous cube. So at this point, right, Halithgark is kind of his back is to the wall, and he's kind of slid down, and he's just kind of like resting, breathing heavily and clutching his chest. And the just like swath of jelly is sizzling and popping as you guys kind of
And
like
glowing.
step gingerly through it, right? If there, so again, the only other thing that you see in this room are those several exits and the kind of the horrific depiction of this drowning city. Right?
So, what about this skull that just fell out of this? Is this
That's
dangerous?
Gotta guess. That looks magical right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch it with a hoof.
A hoof.
Poof.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's.
do tieflings have cloven feet or they have
I
regular
don't think
feet?
you have cloven feet.
I think it's up to you, right? I think it's like
Is it
not every tiefling is created. One, by the way, not every tiefling is as you imagine it and is like this representation of a devil, right? A tiefling technically is any cross between an outer planar creature and a human, right?
Right.
So you could be a celestial tiefling. You could be many different styles of tiefling. So you can
I do not.
Yeah,
Well, I see.
you can look in a
one cloak.
bunch of different directions, but the classical kind of tiefling is the devil demonic, horns tiefling.
The traditional is based off of Spawn of Asmodeus.
Yeah, there you go. So that's that type of scenario. But you could just as easily be a cat person because you could be a tiefling from a Rakshasa,
But
And technically, not all Rakshasas are cat people.
regular
They could be
feet.
plenty of other things too. So, but that's just what we think of them. So you could have regular feet if you want, or you could have cloven hooves if you
I
want.
would
It's
like to
entirely
have
up to you.
normal footsies.
You want normal feetsies, okay. Well, I was all excited for the idea of you having cloven hooves, and you have taken that away from me now. I was
Well,
going to
you know
make
what?
specially designed cloven hoof booties, but now that's off the table.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Okay, so you kind of kick it with your feet, and it rolls and it tings. It's a glass covered skull, right? So it's it. Roll a medicine check for me. Ashes.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Roll a medicine check for me, or it
Medicine
doesn't have to
check.
just be ashes. Anyone who is kind of like taking a look at the skull, feel
Crap.
free to roll me a medicine check.
Roll like
Oh, yeah,
garbage.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm bone adjacent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bone.
I don't
In
know
fact,
shit
I
all
would say
about
Bones, you
medicine.
probably have advantage on this.
Well, I don't know shit all about medicine, but I'll do it.
It doesn't matter. It's less about the medicine, the
21.
medicinal nature of it, and more about the anatomy, right?
That's right. I'm anatomical.
Yeah. And what you notice, right, is a slight thing, but this is not a human skull. If you had to guess, you would peg this as probably dwarven of some sort, right? Not specifically sure about like. Could be a Dwargar. This could be a shield dwarf. This could be a hill dwarf. This could be, but it's probably dwarven. It's got these kind of like deeper set, stronger cheeks, this wider jaw, etc. Right?
That's right. Okay, cool. Is it looking at us?
Nope, not moving.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. I guess take it with us. Yeah, I
Any
don't see a reason not to. I take
I
it.
was gonna say, any objections? No, you take it. Okay. Write down glass skull. And notate that it's from room 10A. I don't think I need the notation, but just in case you wait 6 months to figure out what it is, then that'll help me. 10A, second floor.
Okay.
There aren't that many glass skulls floating around in this dungeon, though, so I think I'll be okay without the notation.
All right, boys. Well, I'm real messed up. So
Yeah, Bones is
Don't
kind of like Ezra got hit,
know
and so
how
his backside
much
is kind of like sizzled
longer-
and burned, but Bones is pretty torn up. Like you see patches of his fur having been burned away, and skin kind of like melted through.
why is that kobold chick so thick? I don't understand why she got to be like
This
that.
is shit that you get just from googling cobalt.
Oh,
Nothing
okay.
else.
Let's move on.
Y'all doing-
Well, I was fine right up until she was nude and
y'all
has
are
her
y'all are horrible in the Discord chat. Just horrible.
I'm not
Anyway.
horrible.
Just started it.
Okay, moving on.
That one has her vagina out, Jay.
Okay, moving on. What do you guys want to do?
Oh boy.
So I have one hit dice left, friends. So yeah, either
We
we
have
got
charges left on the Healy Rod or healing potions or
We should just rest, because if we're gonna get into a big fight, I'd rather have charges left.
Well, I
on that.
mean,
I have one hit dice.
You have 1 hit dice.
Yes.
Well, let's use that 1, and I'll heal whatever's left.
Or, potions.
I have 3 potions.
Keep
which
in
is
mind,
at
as
maximum fucking-
so keep in mind, the attention pool is already at 4. Every time you short rest, it gets rolled regardless of whether or not it's at 6. So you guys
guess let
might
me
short
drink
rest
my-
and then have all of that short rest disappear.
That's
Let,
just...
let me just. Okay, that's not supposed to be plus 21. I'll tell you that. So
21. Very nice.
plus 8. I'll just fucking drink some potions and fucking see where I'm at.
Ooh,
Like-
nice.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a
Yeah,
big
no, don't
inch.
get me wrong. You guys are more than welcome to, but I don't want you guys to be like, oh, well, we short rested and then you just threw something at us, so it was fucking pointless for us to short rest. Like,
Can somebody give me another potion if I drink my last potion to get
Sure. Take one of mine.
somewhere?
Yeah, I think
Close
I've
to
got a
decent.
couple here. Let me check.
Okay, I'm fine now. Like I just need another.
Yeah.
I'm out of potions, so
I dropped one, so go for it.
okay.
I
now
dropped.
back
Wow,
to
I
one.
feel like I'm playing a video game. I dropped one.
I dropped a potion. Here, grab it. Right?
All right,
Got
well,
five.
I'm
I've got 5 left, so I'll give you 1 as well.
okay.
I'm
so
down
now
four
I need-
now.
Spread the potions
I
around in case
bought
people need them.
Fuck ton of potions.
Ashes.
Jay
I
should be
took
giving him some.
Yeah, in fact,
He's over here hoarding them.
here I will give you 4.
All right, now I'm back to more than I started with.
Nice. Congratulations. And this is
And
why
actually,
This
since
is why-
we are doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and pop one too.
use a potion. Everyone's gonna top off a little bit. Sure.
So we're just
We're
using
just drinking.
stuff to
Yeah,
heal.
you guys are
these
just
bottles.
guzzling
Jump,
potions
jump,
because
jump,
you're
jump.
well, and I think it's kind of smart because if you guys think about it, you guys are in this big room and you have no idea what's in the rooms around you. So like
so,
you could backtrack and rest, but it would not be wise to rest here. So instead, you guys go and start guzzling potions.
All right, so after I drink one of these potions, can I like scoop some fucking ooze into it?
Yeah, you can.
This bro was acidic as fuck.
Sure. Yeah, you can scoop. Say, because it's not gonna. It's all kind of sizzling and burning away now that the creature's no longer alive to kind of keep its form corporeal, right? So it's kind of just burning itself off. So you're only gonna get 1 basically, but yeah, you can have a
Alright.
potion of gelatinous ooze.
Okay. 1. I'm just gonna say vial of gelatinous ooze.
That works.
All right.
Cool. So, you guys, Callith kind of like tries to get up to his feet, and he kind of points to
Yeah,
the
so there were-
east. He points eastwards.
There were bones in that thing, though, right? Were there any good bones?
It was just the skull.
Oh. The picture led me to believe there were.
Yeah,
other
the
bones
picture,
in
the
line.
picture shoves, but there.
That's just a standard ooze.
Yeah, realistically, that wouldn't happen, right?
Oh, that doesn't make me any less standard.
That might
sad.
happen if you just found an ooze that had killed someone, because
Recently.
because they would slowly dissolve the bones. The only reason the skull is intact is because it's encased in glass.
Got it.
Any
Roger
organic
that,
material, gelatinous oozes burn through.
Work through.
Roger
Takes
that.
some time
Alright,
on
so
some
he
things.
wants. This
what?
bro wants to go to the east.
He just kind of like gestures eastward, right? He just says, "That way."
Are you going to be any help when we find the thing that you're trying to find? Because this isn't boasting a whole lot of confidence.
Kind of turns and he growls at you,
Slaps you with mace.
and he says, "I'll do what I need to."
We're trying to help you here.
Really? Because it sounds like you're complaining.
I mean, I'm concerned that you're going to get us killed.
Then leave.
Yeah, this door over
do we
here.
yeah, we do the like awkward silence right thing, and then Ashes kind of breaks it, right? And okay, door, right?
Yeah. Is this door unlocked?
No, the door, I mean, you check the door, it does not seem to be locked. This one does also, though, seem to have the same kind of, like, airtight seal that the previous door did, right?
I will open the door.
So you press it, and there's not this hiss anymore because the air pressure in the room's already been released, right? With the southern door being opened. But there is a little bit of a pressure give as you kind of like open the door. It's kind of like it's suctioned or something like that. The way it's made or designed is it wants to be closed. So as you pull it open, you see a hall leading north and south. Double check real quick.
Is there dust, Jeremy?
Yes, there is dust.
Okay, there's dust, guys.
There are footprints, right? There are tracks, but there is dust. It looks more like a normal hallway, and you see some rather disturbing imagery. The walls on the passage to the south are painted with images of mages clutching their faces in terror and agony, flesh peeling off their bones and being transformed into gnarled horrors with a singular massive eye. One particularly vivid image shows shafts of eerie green light exploding out of a spell book and morphing a man into a reddish mound of eyes and teeth. And the walls are covered with these different depictions of just horrible transformations of the different mages.
Would Ezra recognize that mound of eyes and teeth as a creature he has previously witnessed devour a friend?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh boy.
Sorry. Haleth comes kind of like stumbling, and he holds his finger or his arm out, right? You guys can see the measurement tool, right? He points this direction, right? As we're close.
All right, so I press up against the wall, and I'm gonna hit right on my right key, like about 82 times. In a
I
matter of
will
10 seconds.
fucking quit this goddamn game. I'm done with your shit. All of yous. I'm fucking done. So, Haleth kind of like trudges over in the direction, and he doesn't really wait. He starts to walk south, like very slowly, right? And he's kind of like leaning against the wall, and he starts to kind of like just walk slowly south. But you see, right, the further south you go, these depictions, these graphic, horrifying depictions on the walls, they get worse and worse and worse.
By worse,
bodies...
you mean the art style gets worse?
No,
or
I mean they get
worse?
It gets
they
more
get
macabre.
People, body parts being torn asunder, bowels being ripped out of people, exploded outwards, but then turned into living masses. One gruesome depiction is, it looks like someone's intestines come alive into this jelly form, this ooze-like creature, and they strangle the mage to death, right?
Intense.
But there's a reoccurring theme throughout all, right? Every couple of depictions, ends back up with that kind of hunched, gnarled creature with the singular eye. Over and over and over again.
It's a death tyrant. We can take him.
Wow.
It looks more humanoid. So you guys come to this southern portion, and you can see there the hall swings back north and wards, and then there's a southern portion as well. Haleth does not wait. He just kind of continues to trudge eastward.
As I approach this corner, I hold up my hand, and then I go. I go.
No, you're going in. You're going into perception mode, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
Ears up.
I'm trying to describe what I can see peeking around the corner.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which is
So you do that, right?
it's
You
a person
start
with long hair.
So you start to do that, and Haleth walks right past you, and he stands
Then
in the
That's
doorway,
what I say.
right?
Yeah, I must stay hidden.
You just stay hidden,
Ish.
okay? He stands in the doorway, and you see him look across the room towards the figure that you can just barely see, right? And he's just frozen for a moment, and you realize like the individual doesn't notice your presence yet. And then a couple of heartbeats pass, and you hear the sound of a goblet shattering. Bones, I'm going to describe this to you because you can actually see this. But this
Okay.
individual, right? There's flickering torchlight spilling out of this room and into the hall. But inside there's this 15-foot high vaulted chamber, freestanding iron torch sconces in the four corners of the room. But relaxing, right here, relaxing in one of several overstuffed kind of sedan chairs, right? In the middle of this
sedan.
room is a woman
Very
dressed
reliable.
in dark gray robes, raven-haired, pulled back away from her face. Around her neck, she wears two holy symbols. One shaped like a gold coin, the other a black disc outlined in purple. Empty bookshelves and desks line the walls, and against the south wall, you can't see this yet, but you guys are going to see this as soon as you move at all. Against the south wall stands a long banquet table bearing fresh foodstuffs on copper platters and copper flagons filled to the brim with wine. A portrait of a smiling Halaster Blackcloak hangs above the table. And that shattering sound that you just heard, right, is this raven-haired woman lounging in this chair, having just seen Haleth Gark and dropping her glass. And in a heartbeat, in an instant, there is a soul-wrenching sound that bursts out of Haleth. And he just opens his mouth and roars. And it's anger and sorrow and everything in between. And he runs at this woman. What do you guys do?
God damn, I'm following him.
So you rush into the room after him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ashes, Ezra, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'll follow suit. Like, do I need? Is this like a movement thing or?
Yeah, don't go crazy, but you can move up to like your movement speed, kind of like charging after him type thing.
Yep. There's 30 feet.
So you guys hear this immediately following this roar, right? You hear this shriek. And this woman, you all rush into the room. You see this woman attempting to rise from the chair. And Haleth just bears down on her in an instant. And there is a brief struggle, right? And she screams, she cries out. And Haleth wraps his hands around her throat. And then you see, or you hear her call out, you hear her say, "Stop him. Kill him," right? And then a heartbeat passes, and then you see what looks to be like this shower of invisible blows begin to rain down on Haleth, right? And then like you begin to see strange things, like some of the blows are accompanied by like a platter or a goblet or a pitcher, right? Suddenly hovering in air. You see these things begin to move off of the southern table, and they beat on him, but they are ineffectual in his vengeance-fueled form. He's throttling the life out of this woman. What are you guys doing?
Who is that?
He does not respond.
I'm assuming that is Midna. Does somebody
Yeah.
have a microwave? I got some popcorn.
I
Matt,
would
do you just
also
turn around and start walking out of the room?
assume that-
You're muted.
muted.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk outside the room and just stand outside because I don't need to watch someone get choked to death.
Okay.
I'd prefer he just kill her quickly, but
I'm gonna just stay in case he needs help.
Okay.
I don't look directly at her face though.
Oh, we're doing we're doing the
he's-
moral
he-
thing here, right?
he's looking up at the ceiling.
Yeah.
I'll watch it all.
They left him in a hole. This is moral.
I
As-
no,
as-
I get what you're saying.
Ezra's just looking from the scene to Matt.
Okay.
And just starts tearing up.
I'll tell you
like,
what. I'll tell you
looking
what I'll
between the
do.
two
I'll
situations,
take. I'll
This
take
is-
my.
I think this is really interesting. Sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off, Ashes, but I
No,
think
you're
this is
fine.
really interesting how each of the different characters is reacting to this situation. Like, you all are like looking at this as a thing of justice, right? On one hand, but you're also looking at it as the kind of like morally gray area, except for Ashes. Ashes is like, no, fuck this. They deserve to die.
This sucks. I'll tell you what though. I will level my crossbow at her head, and if she looks like she wants wants it to end quicker, I'll do her that favor.
Haleth will probably kill you.
So there's a few moments pass, right? I'm not going to draw this out or anything like that. A few moments pass, and this woman, Midna, is not strong enough to fight off Haleth. In his form of vengeance, he is far stronger than she ever was. There are a few moments where she kind of puts up a bit of resistance. There are a few moments where these unseen blows, these invisible blows, land on Haleth, and he kind of has to flinch away or jerk away from them. But it's not enough to prevent him from taking her life. And yes, absolutely, Ashes. At one point, there will be a moment where she realizes that she is going to die, and she's scrambling and scraping every breath that she can take, gasping for air here or there throughout this process. She calls for aid, right? She spouts and spews and tries to get someone to do something. And if no one does, then yeah, eventually she will hit this point to where she just looks at you. Can you
Alright.
do it?
I'll do it.
Okay. This does not require anything. You finish this woman off, and when she dies, her body slumps in Haleth's hands, and immediately the rain of blows upon his form cease. The jugs and platters move away from him, most of them back towards this table to the south, this banquet table, and replace themselves. And he just, like, he holds there for a brief moment, and he removes his hands from her throat, and he kind of just holds her, half like holding her above the chair. And he very kind of calmly lays her down back onto the chair. He pulls the golden coin amulet from around her neck, past her raven locks, and holds it, staring down at it, his hands, for a few moments. Up and over his head, around his neck. And he breathes in really. The gold coin kind of gleams, flashes a little bit. And you see the whole of his body begin to kind of emit this faint, radiant glow. It's brighter and brighter and brighter until the room is filled with this impossibly bright light. You have to kind of turn away, shield your eyes, and then it dims. And when you look back, you see what looks to be like a Haleth in human form. No longer decayed, no longer dead, no longer the broken, bruised, bloody skin around his face, the pallor of his cheeks. Alive. Except not. He's transparent. Form burned away in radiant light. He looks at you, says, "Thank you. I think this enough." Being able to feel my God again. I have missed her.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry what happened to you.
Kind of nods, and he just looks sad. He looks sad, but he looks relieved, right? Oh shit! It's kind of like the ending from Hocus Pocus, right? When fucking what's his name? Take
Big Z or fuck, what's his name? I know who you're talking about.
Right?
The brother.
Yeah.
The
So it's back when he's in like ghosty form. So he's kind of got that face of just like, it's finally it's over. And he
Damn, is it
says,
like Casper the Friendly Ghost when he gives up his chance to be revived as a little boy to revive the girl who actually died in that movie?
kind of a little bit, sure.
Where he looks,
Except
sad,
this one
but
was
also,
way
like,
more vicious
okay
and
with it.
vindictive and vengeful.
Yeah, but Casper was sad, but also a little happy.
Yes. So he turns back and he looks down at the woman, right? And then he looks back at you, says, "This is never what I would have wanted."
I wouldn't have thought it of you either.
He looks just... Again, he goes back to that kind of like looking like a wreck for a moment. This is what it took. I don't know that I'm satisfied. Guess now I go, my God. He looks back and forth between you and me. Says, "I wish when I had passed, I just passed. Why the need for all this? Why torture my soul? Why condemn her? Is there a reason?"
I don't have the answers. But as I see it, justice has been served. Might not be pretty and might not have a happy ending, but in the end, a debt was paid. And I hope you can move on knowing.
He kind of nods at you when you say it like that. Scales have been balanced. Joaquin is... I hope I never see you again.
Likewise.
And then he vanishes. And you hear this ding, 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 as the golden coin amulet falls from the air, clatters against the ground. And I think that is where we will end tonight's session.
One point of clarification while this was going on, Ezra slid against the wall down to his knees and he is sobbing with his hands on his head.
Matt walks over to him, puts a hand on his shoulder, and says, "It's an awful day for rain." As tears are streaming down his face as well.
Oh. Okie dokie. Well, I'm pretty sad now, so I'm gonna quit doing this D&D thing for now.
I'm not sad. She was a bad person. Fuck off.
He absolutely was. But
But is this what we have become?
what's sad
Yes.
isn't what happens to the bad person.
Fulfiller of dreams.
What's sad
It's sad
Is
as a
what-
situation.
is what the good person
that's-
has to go through in dealing with the bad person.
Balancers of scales.
Alright, fellas. I had a fun session
I am the
tonight.
alpha and the omega.
Ended a little sore, but I had a fun session tonight. So
A lot of
next
combat.
week we will a whole bunch of combat, fighting left and right. Ooh, it was juicy.
It was good. It was good.
So next week, we will pick up where we have left off, and we will see what the second level of Undermountain has in store for all of you now that your quest with Halaster is apparently over.
Thank God.
So, I'm gonna give you guys experience for this, but we'll do that at the beginning of next session, so we don't have to worry about it right now. So I will we'll go ahead and end the stream here. See
Cool.
everybody next week.
Night.
Bye.